Right. Oh, it's off. Didn't mean it to be off. Right. Hello, everyone. Just going to do the usual. Check that you can hear me. Is that attached? Hello, everyone. No. Yeah. Going to do the usual. Right. Okay, so I decided to dry my hair because it's the window's open. It could get pretty cold in here. It's a bit chilly and like I like the rain and the wind and all that. Not so keen on sleety, snowy. I didn't go out today. It looked like, as my mum said, it's definitely a day to curl up and go back to sleep. Not that my mum does that. She's a Capricorn rising, but that wasn't my plan. I didn't go back to sleep, but I was definitely like jammies all day. So yeah. Don't like Pisces moon, everyone knows that. If you have a Pisces moon, I'm sure you have a magical life and get very confused at some points. Because look, I picked up this card, like right, I don't know if you see me do that, but I felt guided to see what it is. And it's that one where they've got their backs to each other. So this could be relevant. Beyonce Deja Vu just came on. But it says I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. So not a coincidence because Pisces 12th house is confusion illusion. Pisces 12th house is a hot topic just now as well. Well, things to do it because we've got Neptune in the 29 degrees of Pisces, which, you're never going to see again in your lifetimes, basically. And definitely not the combination it is just now. You're not going to see Neptune and Pisces again, but like Neptune and Pisces, Saturn and Pisces with tomorrow, 29 degrees, moon in Pisces, it's all a lot of Pisces. And then from Monday, it's Neptune in Aries, and that's exciting, fresh new energy. I'll talk more about that when it happens. But tomorrow, my plan is, but the plan might change because Pisces is feminine energy. It's about going with the flow. I think I'm going to go live 1 o'clock UK time tomorrow. So I know that's quite early for some of you, but I'm just giving a heads up for anyone that might be able to be there because I just really want to have a wee party for the last time we'll ever have the moon at the 29 degrees of Pisces with this combination. I just like to do things a bit differently. I've not seen anyone else sort of saying it, but it was just occurring to me. I was, oh yeah, that's the last time that will all be like that. And yeah, because I always just celebrate when the moon moves out of Pisces, full stop in Aries, because I get my energy back. But like I said the other day, I posted like I don't know if you saw, but when I posted, oh, it's all the way over there. I can't reach it. So you might feel like something's out of reach, but it isn't because I'm sure if I stretched far enough, I could get it, but I just can't. There's a card over there that says, "Believe in yourself, you can do it," which is even quite funny with what I'm saying. But it was just like I was in here and just closing the curtains basically because I've not been in here. So much so that the Christmas tree is still up, which is funny because Pisces is about magical. And I would definitely say things to do with like, the innocent things about what Christmas is meant to be about. The 12th house side of that is that there's more to it than that, but we'll not go too in the dark side with it. Don't ruin it for any kids. Kids shouldn't be lurking on this, but you know what I'm saying. Anyone that's a extra Christmassy person, you can stay in your denial. Half the world is anyway, but yeah, I've still got my tree up, so But Pisces is endings, and the last of the Pisces moon is technically tomorrow. So if I could find the time before I've got the other things to do in the morning, might take the tree down. Otherwise, it has to be another job for the weekend. But then I could say, well, it's Aries moon. Fucking let's go. Time to get a tree down. And then I could be like, oh, well, it's not Neptune and Pisces until, no, Neptune and Aries until Monday. I'll take it down then. It might still be up as Saturn moves in Aries around Valentine's. And then I could just put hearts and shit on the jam. It will come down at some point, but too cold in here. I haven't been in here a lot other than the work. It's not been a priority. So yeah, don't know. I don't know how many people will be here, if at all, chatting. That's okay. I don't want to be ages and ages. I always roughly like to dedicate at least 2 hours to these. And actually, I've been quite good at it only being 2 hours for most of them. It's okay if any of them go over. But tonight, I haven't had my tea, and I usually eat my tea these days. Oh, hello, Nathan. Hello, how are you doing? I normally have my tea quite early, like 4:30, 5. Sometimes it's a bit later. But obviously, by the time I get off here tonight, it'll be, well, it's probably going to be the back 8. Oh, now bringing sexy backs just came on. I'm bringing sexy back, Justin Timberlake, in case anyone didn't know that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get on with this because, like I said, I'll be live tomorrow. All being well. If I'm not, I'm not. But because I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to start this, but I'm pretty sure it's like I definitely done it last year, but I didn't do it the last 2 years before that. I went live at lunchtime, math time, because really, like I say all the time, I really should be live every day that I can because it's in my chart and it's just what people prefer. The shorts are what people prefer, and I've put the shorts out, but it's then it's a live because these other videos, it's just fucking nuts. Like it's ridiculous how, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and who knows if it's even the truth? Because like it says on here the whole time, 2 people watching it. I get off, and sometimes there's been like 90, literally 90 people watching. Or on average, I'd say like I get off and it's got 40, climbs to 50, 60 by the time I'm going to sleep. And then sometimes it can go over 100 views. It's, that hasn't done that in a while. Like I was doing that for a while at some points last year. But that's what I mean. And Pisces is about lying as well. Do you know what I mean? So who knows what the fucking truth is? But like, that is getting on my tits that I'm like, there's actually no point in doing those videos. And it's a shame because I do like doing the ones where I'm filming it on my own. But what is the fucking point, basically? So, and it annoys me because I'm 85% introvert. Yeah, I know that people don't know me very well, but will be like, fuck off, what you on about? You know what I mean? But that's how much it takes me to do this. But I have been doing it for 11 years this year, so we're not going to go into the shadow side of Pisces victim mode about it, but I'd rather not, but it's what I'm here to do, so I accept that. And but we'll see how I go. I think I'm going to try and do that for Aquarius season, and then I might take a wee break from it Pisces season because that is about hermit mode and everything, but I might not. I might just push through and do it. But so we'll see how we go with that. Usually it's just a case of like I can't be there for ages and ages and ages, so it might just be like a wee half an hour, 45-minute, hour live. Like said, roughly. I think I'll probably end up going live at 1:44 math time. But it's just tomorrow it's 1 because the moon moves into Aries. I'm going to read what you're saying in a minute, Nathan. But yeah, I think that's it. Now they're pulling me a card that says so many songs remind me of you. And I think that's actually just a way of them to remind me that. But actually, Pisces is like creativity, songs and stuff like that. Yeah, the song that's in the title. So, Pisces 12th house, Neptune 29 degrees Pisces. Father, Father, help us, send some guidance from above. Got me questioning, where is the love? The Black Eyed Peas, because that came on not long before it came on. And I was like, yeah, that is very Neptune last of Pisces. It's like I said, it's just Pisces main full stop because it sounds like angels. Actually, I'm going to use this for thumbnail unless I change it again. And actually, that's quite funny because then we've got the Four of Swords sitting beside it too, which would be about recovery and things like that. Rest, restoration, contemplation, peace, relaxation, retreat, solitude, recovery. Like, so that's actually all stuff like that. But yeah, oh, actually, I wish I'd treated you better. I meant to pick up the songbird. Could all be relevant, but yeah, I found this when I was like it just sort of grabbed my attention because I've got that deck sitting there because I feel some past life energy might come up because where it is in my chart, I usually do pick up on past life stuff. But yeah, angels. So let's see. And also the song Angels, Robbie Williams could be significant here too. It's just reminding me of that. But yeah, what else was it? It was since you've been You had your chance, you blew it. Da, da, da. Kelly Clarkson. Since you've been gone. Da, 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 da. Whoa, whoa. So it feels like karmic breakups, right? But it really can be empowered about saying, fuck this, I'm moving on to anything. Friendships, love, family, work, you know what I mean? However it resonates. Um, yeah, and I just feel like somebody could be praying, asking for help, asking God for help, asking the universe for help, asking angels for help, asking your loved ones, spirit for help. You could be asking the whole fucking lot. Why not? Your galactic guides, because it's Aquarius season, they'll be coming in stronger. If you're anything like me, they're there all the time. And I know a lot of you are, you know, in that way, very connected to your galactic guides. This is going to fall down a lot. This is not like underwear, by the way. This is like this is a vest. This is a vest of your mini. It was because I had it falls down all the time. And I don't need to explain myself, so maybe you're over explaining yourself. But it's just, yeah, if you see this falling down, I purposely changed to a strapless bra and this vest because it kept falling. Otherwise, I would have been actually flashing the purple bra I had on previously. So TMI, but there we go. So hiding his secrets as well. I could have kept that a secret. I decided to share. So and also I'm shuffling these wee scripture cards, which I did get in a habit of reading one of these before I started anything, and then I fell out that habit. So I'd like to get back in that habit, but we're gonna pull it out for Pisces because it's all about stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so just quickly, Pisces 12 houses hidden stuff, secrets, your secret desires, your secret pain. It's my favorite house. It gets a bad reputation, a bad rap in astrology, not by everyone, but like I said, I do like to be different in all sort of areas, really, of all the different healing modalities I'm in. And 12th house has always been my favorite, and I feel it is because it's where I help people the most, and is the water houses really, like with trauma, hidden pain, like the fourth, the eighth, and the 12th is where I spend most of my time. The lower world, you know, and shamanism is where I spend most of my time helping people up. Helping you to help yourself up. You got to get your fucking cell out of the dark, but I'll put my hand out to help you if you want it. Some people are like, fuck you, I can do it myself. But and it's lots of other things. Like I said, it's mystical, magical. It's just like me coming in here, close the curtains, picks. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I was picking up my planner. That was it. And my hand, that card got stuck in my hand, and I was like, all right, you know what I mean? It was quite interesting because I've just been stalling, procrastinating on writing in my planner. But I think it is because I'm probably waiting for Neptune to move into Aries. Like intuitively, I feel like no, I'll sit down and do that. But I'm like chomping at the bit because of the new moon and Capricorn vibes are already like we've kicked into it. It's like I want to do that because I can sometimes do that some years. I'm like, I don't write my goals down because I'm like, oh, I need to sit and do it when everything's perfect. And I'm going to get a pencil because if you write a pen, it's like, you know, you can't fucking, you know, do anything about it, although there's Tipex. But I mean, you know, I've never got Tipex hanging about of you. I'm not judging you if you do, but I've not really got Tipex. I mean, I was actually explaining to my niece the other week what Tipex was, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know if there's ever really going to be a need for you to know. But she's got a lot of Virgo in her chart, though. I think she liked the sound of it, like, make a mistake, I can fix it. Um, but but yeah, anyway, so I'm just going to quickly read what Nathan's saying, but there's a lot more things in that, but that's what's sticking out to me. It'll clear. It's been quite a morning. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Fucking hell, Nathan. Nathan, also, I've don't delete it all yet. I mean, you don't need to even delete it, but I'm just waiting until I say that I've read it all, and then you might want to take some of that away, you know, just in case you don't want everyone knowing your stuff. But um, Nathan, I pray not. Please don't speak like that. I will absolutely be praying for you, covered in prayer. Your prayers are powerful too. That is horrendous. Yes, absolutely. Can you see how actually the way I was talking before I'd even read that was so fucking relevant to what you're saying? But like I said, you don't need to take that away if you don't want to. I'm just saying I've read it if you but yes. And if Nathan does choose to take that away, it's just he's being treated very unfairly, and it's just disgusting, some of the things that happen in this world. Right. We've got two prayer cards. Cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. Oh God, look at that bit of magic. God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even in the end. Bit depressing, but the eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. The Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. Nathan, I'm not being funny. Other people can take that if they want it, but I think that one was for you. The Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. I think this is going to be an interesting collective reading, guys. So, this can resonate with anyone, not just if you've got Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all that jazz, especially with the heavy energy around Neptune and Pisces shifting just now. Because you've all got Neptune somewhere, you've all got Pisces somewhere, you've all got Neptune and Pisces somewhere in your chart, you've all got a 12th house. And just like, yeah, the way that I look at astrology, we've all got energy. Even if you've got like nothing, like a planet or an asteroid or anything in the house, you've got the energy of the house. And not everybody says that, but that is always the way that I have known and understood whatever fucking type of astrology my soul knows. Because again, I just call it galactic astrology, ancient astrology, Mayan astrology, I believe it is. But you know, I've looked into some of it here and there. I just don't really like to. I just think it's kind of cool that I'm just able to do it and it makes sense, you know, to the people that get the way I do it. So let's just crack on. So, and welcome if you're new around here. I hope you enjoy it, but please be warned, I am a twin flame healer. So if you don't like hearing about twin flames, you might get fed up with that. But actually, Pisces is also soulmates, twin flames. It is, you know, true love. And I only say soulmates, twin flames, because it's before a lot of people would have known what twin flames were. It's soulmates, it's true love. It's like, you know, it's a Notebook kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It's romance. But you've got to be careful you've not got, you know, your blinkers on, your, you know, rose-colored glasses, and you're seeing people, you know, you're seeing the good in them, you're not seeing the bad in them or the evil, like that card says. Um, and like I had predicted, all of last year, I felt it would be a backwards timeline jump, unfortunately, for a lot of people, where you would repeat the lessons of Neptune and Pisces, well, until we come out of it, which is on Monday. And it doesn't mean all your life changes on Monday, but you know, you could find a lot of things changing, yeah, leading up to Monday and maybe even around it. I can feel it in my life. I felt a lot of anger today, actually. I felt a lot of I felt personal anger in my own life, and I felt a lot of collective anger. So I can feel that's the Aries coming in already. But it's and remember, if you're new, I am an Aries at the highest degree, and I am Venus in Aries. But I'm not a very angry person, to be honest. Like, it takes a lot to get me angry. And like I always say, if anybody has ever got me angry, you've probably done stuff on purpose to trigger me, you know what I mean? Or stuff that would annoy anyone, like world injustice and stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, typically I'm able to stay quite calm and in my peace, but if it's anything to do with hurting kids or animals or people in general, you know what I mean? It does, or not just those things, you know, but they're worldly things that fuck me off, because people just, you know, brush a lot of this stuff under the carpet and don't talk about it, like all the kids that go missing in the world and everything like that. And like I said, that is, along with my mediumship and empowering twin flames and all the other different things, a huge part of my purpose is to speak out about injustices against children, and you know, just to be empowering and healing for children as well. Like, yeah, I don't know why I'm going on about that, but maybe some people don't realize that I provide healing for children as well. Okay, so usually just for clients, children stuff, but just because of the way the world is, you know. It's just, I don't know if it's relevant. Right, let's put. I'm going to title this weird, but it's only because it was funny about when I put it in a certain way. Right, so if we hit the goal. Yeah. So somebody gets that if we hit the goal tonight, but I'll do it tomorrow kind of thing. Right. Yeah, I resonate. I will be protected from the evil one and ones, and yes, you will be. You will be. You're not going anywhere, but I'm just sorry that you're going through that now and that you've had to go through it in the past because the laws you've got over there just seem nuts. Um, I'm sure the thing is, stuff like that will happen here too. But yeah, like I've said to you before, I think it is. I think it is worse where you are. Um, right. Make sure the volume's down on that so it doesn't blast out. But oh yeah, the other song was it did make me laugh. So while I was waiting on the plumber to arrive, which is hilarious because again, Neptune is about water, god of the sea, and I'm waiting on a plumber. Um, like um, as I was channeling the post to say that I was coming on, and I have to say, all those posts that I grabbed very last minute, they were all more like the word negative and positive annoys me, but I would say they were all in the more sort of negative side of like yeah, of like Pisces energy or 12th house. There is a lot of magical things about, like I've just said, romance, unconditional love, kindness as well, caring. But it's just wherever you pick out the light, I can also see the shadow. That can be manipulation as well. Like, like people that are overly nice, it's not always real, is it? Like sometimes it's like manipulation. Like so and then there's just the whole big clusterfuck of confusion. And sometimes you are just a nice person and people think you're fake. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's plenty of fucking folk that think that about me. But look, I couldn't really give a fuck, like, to be honest, what anybody thinks about me. I am here to do what I do. If you like me, great. If you love me, even better. If you hate me, you're wasting energy out in the world hating people you don't know. If you know me and you hate me, I just don't care because I've done the work on myself and I love myself unconditionally. And generally, all round, I am a nice person. So if you've heard different, I'd like to know who from and the story behind that. But anyway, that's quite funny I'm saying that. I'm here for it. I'm in the Aries sass already. But do you know what I mean? It's like, who cares? Just stop caring what people think. Uh, you're always going to be the bad guy or the bad gal in someone's story. Do you know what I mean? Let them fucking bash on. People that are, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant here. Hello, welcome. Are you new? Are you a real person? Are you a bot? Don't get me wrong, Pisces is emojis, and I am an emoji queen. But just checking. Um, yeah, Love Island just now. I have to just, oh my god. Um, it's annoying the fuck out of me. It's like, so I bet he is going to come into this because I think that's why I was like feeling a bit angry today. I love Love Island. I'm going to keep watching it, right? Because it is, I just love shit TV, right? But it's so toxic. And I do notice it every single time, but it's like the way it's set up, it's like the girls are chasing the guys. And I'm like, this is such brainwashing. Like, that's why you've got that happening in the world anyway. Like, the girls having to feel like they have to compete for the fucking guy. It makes me feel sick. I'm like, they're all fucking knobheads anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, apart from some of the girls, I'm like, I don't really like many of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't come across as very nice people. Don't worry. In a few weeks, I'll be saying I love them all and I've seen all sides of them. But right now, honestly, going by first impressions, that's how I feel. Like, I'm just like, because I'm just kind of like, do you know the other thing I noticed as well? Like, I found it really interesting that in the shorts, I pulled out the snake competition, look over your shoulder, the other woman. I pulled that so many times for the last few days and for the rest of the week up until Monday. And it's a bit harsh because I do, like I said, I'm only kind of saying that half joking. New Kids on the Block Hanging Tough just came on. That's quite funny. But I did find that really shady. I'm like, I don't like that saying because it's overused. I'm a girl's girl, but I am a fucking girl's girl, and I always have been. And anyone that's not a girl's like that, the kind of girls that go after your guy or the guy you fancy or like someone you've got out with, it's like, get a fucking life. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and there's so many women that are like that, and girls are like, and it's just, That's what I mean about it. I remember, I think it was in last night's shorts. Actually, shit, and that was for today. I just felt something really shady towards the end of it. And remember, this is secrets. And I just kind of thought, do you know what I mean? That's why I like to have like friends I can count on one hand that are my best friends that I would trust. And if I had a man, I would leave them alone in a room with a man because I would trust the man and I would trust my pal. Like, who wants a fucking friend like that? Because I'm like, they're using the word friend loosely on Love Island because it's like she's basically, you know what I mean, getting close with a guy, and then it's like her pal's going in the other bit and fucking snogging him. And I'm just kind of like, I know it's every man for themselves in there, but that is a bit shit. And I thought it was quite funny because one of the girls I like was like, when the one who'd kissed him behind the other one's back was feeling shit all day because she'd done that. Aye, you would if you had a fucking conscience. Um, she was like, she asked her two pals to come and talk to her, right? And I do like that girl, but I'm just like, that's a bit, you wouldn't like that done to you, then. Like, and the guy's a dick. Sorry, I don't like him. I might change my mind, but I think he's a no. Like, I don't even think he's particularly nice looking. He's just acting like a fucking ego maniac, and it's like you're not even all that. But like, yeah. So honestly, trust me, this is. I know this is going to come into it if they're making me go on about it. She told the two girls, and instantly, like, I like these two girls. Like like one of them's quite terrifying. Terrifying. One of them's like a bit of a gangster. Like the way she talks is like when I talk in a lady's room. She's like, because it's like I think they've got that London. They've both got that kind of London twang, and she's like, but she's like, oh, I can't even think of an example. What does she? She's kind of like she talks about respect all the time, and like I just remember when she was on years ago, she was like that too, and she went like fucking mental at a Scottish guy because he like I don't know tried to chat something. I mean, it is at the end of the day, right? It is Love Island, and they are there to meet people, and I get it, but there's a shady way that some of them go about it. But yeah. Anyway, she said to her, and that one was a wee bit quiet, and you could tell she was thinking, if you fucking done that to me, you wouldn't be my friend anymore. And then the other one just basically told her, but they were both thinking the same thing. And I thought, you see, I'd be friends with them because they were thinking the same thing as me. That's not a fucking friend. It's definitely not a best friend. That's not a friend. That's a friend of me. That's somebody who'd shit on you in a minute. Um, and uh, like, yeah, I just thought it was funny that Whitney was like, why are you letting him tell her? Like, you should be telling her. Do you know what I mean? And then as soon as the two of them left, she was like, I'm sorry, I love her, but if that was me, she wouldn't be my friend anymore. And I was like, I'm exactly the same. Like, why would you need a friend like that when there's loads of lovely people in the world that wouldn't do that? Why the fuck would you need that as a friend? So I think this might be what the vibe is. So we'll be using that deck again if I can find it. But yeah, just generally, um, yeah, it's left a bad taste in my mouth because it's like, why do they set it up like all the girls have to chase after these guys? And none of the guys have even done any kind of fucking healing work on themselves. They're all acting like fucking assholes, like making them fight over each other. But then these girls are doing it. It's embarrassing, man. It is fucking embarrassing. I hope I'm talking differently about this in a week's time, or we'll give them a couple of weeks, but it's just annoying. It's annoying. They need a residential counselor in there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'd even want to do that fucking job, but anyway, or a life coach or something. They need to fucking sort their shit out, right? Let's get on with this. Okay, so, but just generally, like, does anyone hear me? Please, people that, oh, there's that deck. People, watch this. See if that snake card comes out again. I'm not going to be surprised. But does anyone hear me about what I'm saying here? That it's like that watches Love Island silently. You can just agree silently, or if you're watching it, it's I don't know why, but this is even worse for that. It's like they're like wild animals fighting over these guys. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't even I really wouldn't know who to pick. If I would just say they weren't a lot younger than me, I wouldn't know who to pick. I really wouldn't. Sorry. I feel like I'm leaving. I wouldn't even fucking go in that program anyway, but I'm like, I can't do this. But I'll just fucking hang out. I'll wait until somebody that I fancy comes on, but I'm just certainly wouldn't be fucking fighting over any name anyway. I actually think at a push, probably the nicest one is Ronan Keating's son. Do you know what I mean? Like, he seems like a nice guy with morals and decency. I do like watching them make mistakes though too, because to be fair to that guy that's sticking the other two around, I think it is just that always the conclusion I always come round to is guys just live in the moment and they do what the fuck they want in the moment. and then they worry about it later because it looks like he is growing a conscious, but it's more the girl that I'd be like, you know what I mean? Absolutely. I looked up at the telly and it had friend on a jumper. So there definitely is some shady frenemy stuff. Right. What do we need to know about this? Why have I just went on about that for so long? Is the snake in the grass card going to come out again? So unfortunately, if you're sensitive, if you like the tea, I'd hang around. If you don't, I think I'm going to pick up on some karmic friends, shady goings on. Or if it's not people that you know, it's just like girls or women or men that do it to other men, like just people that happiness haters, and you know what I mean. So I think it'll be a combination of things, but I think it's more going to be like that. It's going to be like people doing shady stuff behind your back, or now this could be long in the past, this could be happening right now. I pray not, or this could be your future. I pray it's not your future or your present or your past, but it's going to be someone's. Date. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. So I wonder if this is going to be a theme of somebody is getting back out there dating again after being betrayed. So you see, to give it a different spin, this could be a masculine male or woman that was betrayed by a karmic person, like a snake, cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So yeah, I think I think somebody that's ghosted and went silent, because that's what Pisces 12 houses as well. I think somebody that's ghosted and went silent on a twin flame has been betrayed by a snake in the grass. That's actually what I think this might be now. Didn't see it going that way, but I think that is paradise. Happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So they're either saying that, you know, the honeymoon phase has ended in a karmic situation a long time ago and someone's getting back out there after being hurt, or someone wants happiness and joy with a twin flame after separating from a karmic person. What else? Partying. Time with that's interesting though. Time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. Yeah, this is building a bit of a thingy, isn't it? So somebody could be, because remember, partying isn't always a bad thing. But with Neptune in the last of Pisces, oh, actually, I want to sex you up just came on, but it matters. The songs that come on when I'm doing this matters. Partying and then that song coming on. And Neptune and Pisces is like getting lost in drugs and alcohol and addictions, old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Yeah, so I think, well, somebody's like having fun, doing what they want, living in the moment. Look what I just said about that guy as well. Someone's like replaying events in their head about when they've ghosted somebody that they want now and went silent on them. Poker face, and didn't show how they really felt. Taking a chance, risking options, not showing hand, gambling. Somebody gambled with your heart. If you're the feminine, I feel somebody gambled with your heart. And that's definitely reminding me of that. I can see storms in the horizon. They always give me that song when it is about something like that, because it's like, how could I gamble with my Queen of Hearts? You're going to strike me down with lightning when you find out what I've done. Yeah, all of this, see how this all is fitting with the Love Island thing. The dragonfly, light-hearted and adapt, finding out and change things coming to light and heal. So I mean, things coming to light in the 12th house is hidden secrets. Camera. Maybe things are caught on camera. That's quite funny because if any do you, I mean, lots of you will have seen it. I don't really want to feed that drama, but there are a few things on my radar that have come to light in the last few days that they drew my attention to. Like, I'm going to put that if I ever watch it again. I do plan it at some point. I'm going to put it in the comments because they were guiding me to stuff about the Beckhams and that, and like, you know, actually when I watched a wee short video, like, you know, because I hadn't really paid much attention to it, but I mean, it is screaming that she's a narcissistic mother, 100%, like Victoria Beckham. Like, there wasn't one bit of me that didn't believe it when I heard what he said. So it's, but I mean, you can make your own mind up. I don't really care, but it's a good example of, you know, if that's the truth, I do care. You know what I mean? It's all pointing towards quite fucked up. I mean, I'm sure you've seen all of that. I don't always see it, but I saw all the details, you know what I mean? That she was like dancing inappropriately on him at his wedding, and that she done something to ruin the wedding dress or not get the wedding dress before right for the bit. That's all things that a narcissistic parent would do. They'd make it about them rather than the bride or the groom. You know what I mean? Embarrassing. So it's a bit of a shame that like in the press they go on about him being spoiled and like you know what I mean. But then that would be like if there was a narcissist involved, that's what narcissists would do. They would get everyone on their side. So although I'm talking about the Beckhams here, you see how this could be like frenemies as well. Like somebody could do something wrong, and then if they're the narcissist, they could get everybody on their side to go against the victim. Victim is the person that hasn't actually done anything wrong. Bullies, basically. And unfortunately, we've probably all, I don't know about all of us, but I bet you a lot of us have been on the receiving end of some of this. Hope you haven't been the bully, but you never know who's watching. Yeah, learn from the past, perception. I think somebody's like perceptions changing on love. Girl with a snake. What is this? I definitely like blowing a kiss that's in reverse. So, girl with a snake came out with love. Yeah, I do. There's something well dodgy about this. Someone has picked like a snake, not nice energy, not nice energy. Someone's picked that we'll just stick with. Someone's picked a snake over true love, and it could have been because they've been in a shady type energy themselves or unhealed. Unconditional love, self love and wholeness, affection, attraction, charmed or used, enable boundaries. Like, so what you were attracted to was different because you weren't in a good frame of mind. And if this isn't you, it's not you, but that's what I'm getting. But now you're looking back on things, Pisces is the past, and you're seeing everything differently. And the chaser and the mask. Fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. Yeah, so that the poker face and all that, like I think somebody hid, because that's Pisces. I think somebody hid how they really felt. And and then that is a little bit like what's happened in Love Island too, because that guy actually likes the one he's. See, that's if she's probably like I said, she's one of the only ones I like. The girl that he's, I think, well, who knows who he likes more, but the girl who he's kind of more with doesn't stand for shit like that because she was treated and humiliated like that with her previous boyfriend before. Like he went through the other fucking villa and was getting on with everybody. Um, and then they were together for a few years, and now they're not. I don't know why they're not together now, but yeah, she doesn't put up with crap. I do like her, and also that's what I didn't like seeing because she's actually been nice to the girl that he didn't cheat with her, but he snogged. It's meant to be her friend, and they snogged behind her back, and it's like you're on the fucking telly, and they're making a c word. I nearly said the word, but they're making a c word to her. And I think anything where everybody knows and you don't, that's fucking nasty. And if anybody considers themselves a friend has left you in the dark, that's why I always say people that withhold information are just as bad. Like I wouldn't trust people like that either. Um, I've definitely cut people out of my life for doing shit like that, like shady. You know what I mean? Like finding out stuff, not telling you, and then leaving other people to tell. Like you know what I mean? Fucking have some guts. Anyway, moving on. So let's use this for the thumbnail. Somebody is going to start chasing the true love after going the wrong way. So boring, same story again, but yes. Do we need anything more out of that deck? There's another card about the snake. Let's see. Sorry, I've channeled this with a lot of passion, haven't I? But again, it's because I feel the energy, and I'm like, that's maybe why they've made me feel that. Because it's like the Love Island just now, and it's like the shorts. It's all there's a wave of people where something's like this is like there's something with it. The snake. Guys, I shuffled and that snake card came different card. And remember, this is what I said. It's the last of the year of the snake. Year of the fire horse is the 17th of February. Aquarius season right now, with all these planets in Aquarius, is friendship. And I use the word very loosely with this because I can feel it. Wherever there's been snakes in the grass around you at any point in your life, they're being exposed, they're being revealed. Pay attention to your dreams, your nightmares. people are being revealed. And I feel that's why they're making me say that about the thing with the Beckhams, because I think like even myself included, I didn't take a side because I wasn't really fucking interested. But you know what I mean? I didn't, yeah, I just haven't looked into it. And then it's kind of in my face. But I think it is because he's said more now. And like I say, I'm just saying that is a shame if that is truth, because, you know, these kids who are famous people don't have a choice. They get chucked into the limelight. Um, and yeah, competition and enemy, the other women look over your shoulder. So yeah, again, if you are feeling a bit sensitive, because Pisces moon is sensitive, trust me, I'm fucking too sensitive to these. I can't stand doing these ones because they're horrible, especially because I can feel my hands wanting to go to that fucking horrible deck. But it's because it's got karmic friends in it. There is something with this. I need to get those. Wait a minute. I need to get the right cards. Like, I think you're going to get confirmation of why even that seduction and separation. Like I think this is like there could have been some like fake friends or people around you that wanted your person or something, because we've got seduction and separation and then we've got union behind it. Like, so this can be the people that, you know, make out they don't fancy your person, they don't think they're anything special, whether it's a man or a woman. And then you find out, like, oh, really, that's interesting, isn't it? Because you always steered me away from them and then you went for them yourself. You know, it's that kind of, and that's why I'm saying that about it's horrible watching that all go down on Love Island. That's, I don't know about, you know what I mean? Backstabbing, I pulled my eyes to it. Love, the snake. And if you're a Scorpio rising like myself, you'll understand why this makes my skin crawl. If you have somebody like that in your life, still get them to fuck, man. Like karmic relationship, yeah. Someone with, yeah, look, poker face. Who needs friends like that? That's why a lot of people choose to have nae fucking. Remember, I said that before Connor like that. I'd rather have nae pals than fucking shit pals. And that's examples of shit pals. Right. Okay. So, and people don't need to be like trying on your person or fucking all that shit. But I mean, they could just be a shit pal. But like, this feels like exactly what this is. So look, girl with a snake and the snake. So spitting with the shorts. Let me just stop to get the. We need to move this along because that took ages. Legally, it's a big loophole. These are bastards exploiting. However, I have them. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible. That'll do. You can't see my. Right. Okay. I'm gonna fucking eat my tea at midnight or something again. I'm not right. Okay, so no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Right. So let's use these now. Let's see, because this has got. Let's identify because we want to see. So this is if this is yours, because please, dear God, don't make this yours if it's not. It's very specific. If you suspect that you've still got people around you that aren't trustworthy, that would fuck you over in a minute, like the girls on Love Island. Oh, you're my friend. You're my friend. Oh, hun, babe. You know, hun, babe, sis. Because that's what I thought was funny last night too. She's like, sis, come up here. Oh yeah, sis, yeah. But I was just sticking my tongue down your man's neck like twice. Like he lunged at me, but I fucking kissed him back twice. But yeah, I'm your sister. I'm your soul sister. Please, anyone, regardless of your age that's watching, no, just no. That's not a friend. No. Some people do need to be told that, by the way. The amount of times I have come across people in life that have told me stories where their best friend like slept with their partner or something or this kind of stuff. It's just vile. I don't like the word vile and I don't find a lot of use for it a lot of the time, but that is vile. Like how you could live with yourself, the guilt, your conscience. I mean, look, forgive yourself forgive yourself if you have done this, right? Because hopefully you've learned from it and you're a better person now, whether you're a man or a woman. But my God, if you can't even get a handle on your temptation, like go and get fucking help for it. Do you know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying? Like I think living with the guilt of that. Because look, like that's a very mild example. She's just snogged a guy behind her mind and they're only got to know each other for a few days. Um, but the writing's kind of on the wall there. You know what I mean? Like it's the sneakiness. That's because that's what other people are saying. It's like you're meant to be quite open and like it's all's fair in love and war. It's a bit different than you know. End of the road has just come on, Boys to Men, and we've come to the end of the road, and I can't let go. I don't know the words. But yeah, if this resonates, then I'm sorry if this is happening to you currently. Again, you might not know because the 12th house is not knowing secrets. I'm sorry if this happened to you in the past and you're like, holy shit, you've just fucking spelled out exactly what just happened. And I pray that this is nobody's future. But listen up, I'm just here to pass on the message. What have we got to identify the feminine? They sometimes tell me about the masculine or the karmic energy when I ask this bit. Tell us about the feminine, whether they are a man or a woman. I tend to channel it like the feminine's a woman, the masculine's a man, but you can, see how it fits for your situation or same sex, but let's see. We have the flame, yeah. So this is you are twin flames. So if you're the feminine, like all divine feminines, you know that you are a twin flame. This is about your twin flame. Like I said, I'm a twin flame healer, so it's always about twin flames. What else have we got? Let's get one for the masculine. Be funny if the lover or something comes out now. The siren. Goodness, oh, that's the one that I can never remember what that means. Wait a minute. Here's the wee. Oh no, oh, there it is. Is that the one about just the world in general or something? Contemplating the mystery. Uh-oh. Unanswered questions when dark, over intellectualizing and literalizing, asking others. That's funny that I spoke about kind of stuff like that at the start. But yeah, it's the fact that it's contemplating the mystery. So something's like if you're the masculine, something's a mystery to you. Now it could be that your twin flame is a mystery to you. Again, that feels collective. That's the case for all uh twin flames against each other, but definitely the feminine can be a mystery to the masculine. And eventually it's what really attracts them in because it's like the other people aren't a mystery. They're putting it on a plate usually. There's snakes in the grass. You know what I mean? Once you see what they're about, you see what they're about. And like I said, it usually is people that are putting on a plate. They're not creating a mystery. It's just like, oh yeah, it's what I said at the start. It's women that chase men down like a fucking wild animal. Um, the hunter is meant to be the man, the masculine energy. Do you know what I mean? So when you get women that are so masculine, they get like the way that they're fighting like that on the it's weird. Fucking weird. Let them go, man. They're not the one if you're having to fucking do that. Because that's not what I'm doing on here, by the way. I can't help it that I'm a twin flame. Sometimes it fucking does my tits in. I make no secret of that. I am very strongly doing my soul's calling, my purpose, and I say fairly regularly, and I even said that on the last live, if mine ever gets to come to the door, it's because God has allowed it and he's hopefully listened to what I've said. Because what's the point? Like, I wouldn't want mine to come at me if he was going to be fully shit. And, because he's already done that. In fact, like, what's the point? What is that your point? You know what I mean? So, anyway, so yes, the mentor. As a mentor, that's how I'm all about. So I don't, it's not, but in another way, but it is fighting for love in general. Yeah, it is for true love. But again, it is for the truth. I'm all about the truth. I'm an Aries. The desert. So someone feels like they're out in the desert without your love, connected by the red string of fate. Interesting. Right. Okay. So we've got enough from that deck. Um. Right. Okay. So past life. Let's get some past life stuff. It's a bit intense, isn't it? Right. So, oh my God, I'm shuffling the book again. Right. So did we put angels back in? What have we got? What's some past life energy? So past life, just a wee fun bit, but it can be very real. So past life for the feminine. Egypt. So you could have connections to Egypt, very goddess Isis and Osiris. If you're new around here, some of my main guides are goddess Isis and Osiris. Greco-Roman times as well could be significant. Meaning I attract a lot of other people. Male, female, like that's interesting. I've said this before. So if you're the feminine, whether you're male or female, but let's say so I don't confuse myself here, let's say you're a woman. I feel you were a man in a past life and they were the woman, right? If they're a man now. And you'll know because it's like what I'm saying there, like I definitely feel at some points that's been the case with me and mine because I can get very fired up like I would imagine a man would want to protect a woman. Like if I think about anybody hurting him or anything. Like even if I don't know that for a fact, but if I feel like I always feel it energetically and all that, but it's kind of like it does. It's like I feel, but like you said, I'm an Aries, so that is masculine energy. But it's like it's hard to explain it. You know that I just know it, I feel it. But I'm also very divine feminine, and I know how to like settle down into my feminine energy. And anyway, it's not a fucking problem just for me just now, anyway, is it? But but yeah, that's what I feel it is. If you, it's like that. If you're a woman, you feel when you've been like the other gender in another life, and it's just because we've all got masculine and feminine energy within us. If you're the woman and you're the divine feminine, you have got an inner masculine, right? Which is why I have integrated my energy a long time ago. So I feel very, regardless of what's going on in the mystery, I feel very connected to my twin flame because I don't see the separation. Now, that doesn't mean that he feels, he might have saw me as some kind of whatever, like confusing illusion because because of his own stuff and because of other people. Like, you know what I mean? It's always different. That's for all twin flame until you see crystal clearly. But and that's why it's important to do soul retrieval so that you don't see the separation. But also you still have to have boundaries and everything because Pisces is lack of boundaries, so that comes into this. Right. Tell me about the masculine ships. So this sometimes I don't always get that, but I felt Titanic. So if you feel very strongly connected to Titanic or things to do with boats or that, because I feel I was on the Titanic, and I'm not kidding when I say that. Like like I said, I went to see it like a ridiculous amount of times when it came out. I always have felt very connected. I don't people that watch Titanic, I don't cry. I mean, have you got a heart? But you have to be in the mood, it's too long. But it's but also I feel this could have been like a very intense love, like Jack and Rose kind of thing. Like it's a flash in the pan, but you're gonna remember it your whole entire life and nobody's ever gonna compare, So I feel I've never got that with this card, but I feel that's how this masculine feels. Like, because their romance was short lived, but it's like oh well, and anyway, that's not an example. He's the one that died, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, so it was more the other way. She went on to marry and have kids because that's what he said to her. But she's always, that's her. I said that in one of their lives. Her heart is like as deep as the ocean because her other husband probably never even knew about him. Well, it's not real, guys. I have to remind myself it's a film. But you know what I'm saying? Hello, Brandy. How are you doing? Today is a good day. Finally, good. I'm glad to hear that. Trust and faith. Yeah. So look, I do feel this is a masculine needing to have trust and faith and praying and asking the angels for another chance, asking for forgiveness. And I feel it's got something to do with this snake thing. It's got something to do with, so like I said, either it's really shady and it's like somebody's been fucked over by somebody or it's like this person chose, take that praise, just come on, see how relevant it is. Like somebody has chose a snaky, shady person over a genuine twin flame, which is a lot of people's stories. But and it's not everyone because like I always have to stress, like some people could have been with a soulmate, karmic relationship where shits went down, but they're not as bad as this. But I'm picking up the bad ones because 12th house is hidden stuff, and also all I do each night is pray. You need to look at the lyrics, whoever's resonating with this. Imprisonment, slavery, right? So I feel, although I think this is past lives going into present, I feel someone could have at some point, possibly still now, imprisoned themselves in a karmic relationship, and that person snaked them. You know, it could have been snake dating my friend. It could be betrayals of like, you know, somebody shagging your pal or something. Sorry to be so blunt, but that's springing to mind. You know what I mean? Like it could be that. It could be like a girl's done it to a guy. It doesn't always need to be a guy's done it to a girl. Because like I said, these girls on there are fucking brutal as well. They're stabbing each other in the back and they're fucking oh anyway. It's just annoying me. But yeah, and also the 12th house is imprisonment, like literal and feeling like that. Leaving or travel was in reverse. A mother in reverse. So somebody, so notice I had already spoke about narcissistic mothers when I mentioned Victoria Beckham. So somebody had a karmic mother in a past life, but somebody could still have a karmic mother in this life. And so this gets complicated. This obviously could just be your mum in this life, but a lot of the time, the karmic mother in this life isn't your mum. It's like a friend that you had that connection with in a past life or something, or another family member. And you just, I spoke about this before, but you just can't explain why. But you know, I'm like, I have had flashes of you being something else to me and then whatever you were in another life, and you might actually know what in my life, I know exactly what people were. Like I've always been able to read past lives like that. Um, it's you can tell because I was thinking about this the other week there, right? Like again, this is cryptic, but kind of cryptic, but like I remember like when I was working in a different field, right? It was kind of weird, like how I would come across like I had an instance where it was like the same person who I didn't trust kept showing up in weird places in my life. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that person was, but I don't trust them. And it was funny, it was like I never had any direct experiences until later on in my life. And it was just, but it's funny, like that feeling never left. There's a few people I'm thinking of now. And like that feeling I had, it always came to pass. Why? Like then they did end up being not nice, at least in some sort of way, or doing something shady. Like, and it coming back to me, like me hearing there's something. Like, so that's what I mean. It's like they fucked you over in the past life and you can feel it in this life. So yeah, mother in the past. So that's a masculine. So like I said, complicated, but I do feel for some of you it could be like a narcissistic mother as well, because of me mentioned that at the start. So right, okay. Get quite into this now. So my nose is really itchy too. Loved ones in spirit coming in strong. Where do I go now? Do we need that deck again? No, let's just go in hard with this one. Because it's kind of I can kind of like it's past, right? So remember, this is past. If this is yours, this is what happened in the past. But the past can be like last week or yesterday, but these can be brutal. So again, if you're sensitive, tap the fuck out. I've called on all the protection. Wait a minute. Talking to that. Let's just burn a little bit of sage. I can already feel um my mum loves me but doesn't like me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But that can be a thing. Right. Please help the people that are stuck in karmic relationships that can't see. Please help the people that can see but feel stuck find the help that they need. I help people with this all the time. If you feel drawn to me, if you want to book a session, yeah, that's really all I can say about it because it's, you know, when I've helped people with this, it's extremely personal, 12th house stuff. So, um, but there's enough reviews. I'll always be very grateful to people that have left these reviews so that people know I'm not talking shit. I'll put some in the comments after. There's a lot of people, sadly, that have been subjected to narcissistic relationships, romantic, a lot of unbothered. So somebody's unbothered. Oh, this is in the past though. Bad karma, love spell. That's interesting because that was kicking about away from the deck. Only put it in the other day. Kissing ass, dirt digging. That's that they're in reverse. Right. So I think what they're saying here, right? This is very now. This is interesting. I get so like it's like I don't like this, but then I get really into detective mode, right? Because remember, if you don't know that you're new or you've never heard me saying it, my Pluto retrograde which means I go over things with a fine tooth comb and I do things very differently. But I've got 6 retrograde, which is very rare, right? But it means I go a lot slower than most people, but I notice more than other people. And again, I would say in all the different fields I do as well, all the different healing modalities I do as well, I've had many people say to me that they've had great astrology readings from other people, but they've never had anything like mine because I know I notice things that other people simply don't notice. But that could be said about any astrologer. But I know what they mean. It's because I go because I'm a medium and a shaman and all these different things, a life coach. It's like you couldn't possibly if only people that are me could do it because it's all my different little skills together. Well, big and skill, and it's like a blend all together and I clear the energy as I'm looking at your astrology chart. But kind of like it's what I'm digging into here is somebody has put a hex or a curse, a love spell. Somebody's dabbled in black magic and they're getting bad karma, or if they're not getting bad karma now, they will because they put some kind of love spell for like a divine masculine to be unbothered. Now, just to break that down, if you've never heard me say this, right? I didn't finish that. I've got Pluto retrograde, 0 degrees in Scorpio. Scorpio is, pain, transmuting pain, alchemy. It's occult, it's dark stuff. My North Node, which is your destiny, is in Gemini, research, sharing information. It's in the 8th house. It's like I get the most difficult, dark, challenging situations, clearing curses, hexes, spells, all of that. Because it's what I'm here to do for the collective and in personal sessions. Because I'll sit with somebody for ages until we get to the bottom of something. But a love spell isn't just like, oh, fucking Harry Potter, hocus pocus. Like, these things are real. A love spell could be somebody telling a lie that makes somebody go a completely different direction. Like, oh, I heard they fucking done this to you and the person didn't do that. Or, oh, I heard they fucking put it about and the person is nothing of the sort. You know what I mean? It's like, or, oh, I heard they fucked you over with your friend, a few years ago. It's a lie. The person that said that wants them. You know what I'm saying? I could go on and on and on. That's like a love spell. You know what I mean? So somebody's getting bad karma because they told a lie or they done, like I said, they could have actually done it with, all the different horrible things that people do like that. Could have got somebody else to do something like that. But, yeah. Or it could have just been the love spell of Neptune and Pisces, which is interesting because that's what I've said till you know what I mean? When I actually broke that down for my own Twinflame journey, I was like, whoa, that's nuts. And I'm glad I wasn't aware of it at the time, but that's really pretty crazy. Like, I remember like I was very close to mine when Neptune was in Aquarius, and then it's like pretty much exactly as Neptune, not exactly, but exactly, yeah, when Neptune's went into Pisces, yeah, things went very weird. It's not, wouldn't just be him on me. It's like, we went weird with each other, but it's kind of interesting. And it was like, yeah, it's like something goes over you and makes you kind of not, it's like, what the fuck? It was like a change in the person. It's like, this is weird. So it can be a collective. I think it's going to be a collective that are affected like this too. But yeah, kissing ass and dirt digging. So I think they're just saying, like, the person didn't care. Look, unbothered, kissing that. They weren't kissing, like, they just were like, yeah, something just changed in them. So that's so interesting. But it's not nice, obviously, but that's what happened to the feminine. But whoever's done that's getting bad karma. Now, this could be one of these really weird wicker part things where the person that's lied is like not even somebody that got them themselves or something. It could just be somebody that's fucking traumatized, want to cause trouble, and they're like, hee, whether it's a man or a woman. It's just a step from heaven. Eternals just came on as well. Because we're just a step from heaven. This is interesting because it's all things about heaven and prayer, which is Pisces energy. But it's nothing to do, like, the theme is girl groups v boy bands. So that's really interesting. How long can a karmic relationship last? I mean, that's a loaded question, Brandy. I mean, a karmic cycle is 7 years. So if both people aren't doing the work, it could last a fucking lifetime. I know plenty of people where that's the case. Let's no fucking lie. We all will. So, that's how I would answer that. A karmic cycle is 7 years. So it's better to look at it in your own life to recognize that. I reckon, I know where that is in my life, where I kept repeating karmic cycles with friends and knowing that they weren't being a very good friend, but just ignoring it. Or, because I didn't love myself, you've got shitty boundaries. And then when you do start to love yourself more, you're like, hang on a minute, I don't need to fucking put up with this shit. You know what I mean? But And everyone's different, because what I've said in this at the start, oh my god, if any of that fucking came to my light, came to light, even when I hadn't done the healing I've done now, fucking see you later, no pal of mine. Whereas some people wouldn't, you see. Sadly, I've met people where they would forgive someone for shagging your fucking man or something. Like, no, like maybe forgive them in the collective sense so that the person can get sleep again at night and go on to be happy at some point. But Scorpio Rising speaking here, no, you're not going to be a fucking friend after you do that, because you know what I mean. Like, anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Like, but yeah, but some people wouldn't. You know what I mean? Some people have got no fucking self worth, and you think, oh yeah, it's no big deal, and it's like it kind of is. You know what I mean? So heart, ego getting in the way of the relationship. So in the past, the masculine was stuck in ego. That fits with the rest of this, and also what I said about that guy. Because that's what I mean. That guy looks like fucking typical big ego. He thinks he's the tidiest, so it's like each to their own. But even if he was good looking to me, acting like that makes him ugly. Do you know what I mean? But I don't even think he is very nice. But anyway, that's by the by. He might turn it around. Stalker. Stalking, watching, obsessed. So who is the stalker? The stalker could be a karmic person that stalking the masculine in the past. That would make sense if somebody that liked them. Remember, a stalker that keeps their fucking distance usually. So you know that's what Wicker Park's about. Oh, that's interesting. That's what Wicker Park's about. Side note: if I forget to say this, Wicker Park is my most favourite ending, like romantic ending, because they've been separated for ages, and when they see each other again, she feels him before she sees him, and then when they see each other, they can't believe that they're real and they're crying, and it's really emotional. So I just spoil the ending, but watch the whole film because it is fucked up. But um and I've said this before, and I feel the need to say it again. If mine ever fucking manages to get to have a conversation, I think it will be like that. Do you know what I mean? If it's not, I'm not going to believe he's ready, because my voice cracked too, because it has been that fucking emotional. It would be like that for me anyway. But also the bit of, is this real? Have the demons actually fucking freed this man to allow him to? Do you know what I mean? It's yes, demons in the sense of, you know, when the devil has a hold on, you know, the devil energy that moves through people and everything. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, so yeah, but in Wicker Park, it's because it's a creepy woman flatmate that she saw this guy before the other women's realized, and then he basically falls in love with the. Well, that's confusing, right? So it turns out the creepy flatmate has saw the guy, right, and fancied him from afar before the other one meets him. But that's no other one's fucking problem. The other one meets him, they fall in love, they're in a real relationship, and then there's a interesting thing where a spanner is thrown and confuses the two of them. They both think they've abandoned each other. So this is all tying together. There's a lie that's been told to both people. Um, or something's like, you know, stirred a load of shit up here, like which can all just be done with a little bit of, you know, whispering to the right person and passing it along and confusing matters. um and yeah, the long and short of it is it's really creepy when you find out how it's all happened. Like, it's like, and also there's a whole, oh my god, actually, girl with a snake. And right, spoiler alert if you've not seen it, but you know, just watch it. It's a good film. She actually managed to sleep with him too. Like, because he's really caught up about the one he's in love with and can't understand where the fuck she's went. And that one's thinking that about him, like, oh, he's just fucked off. And you remember they've both been lied to. And so that creepy girl gets him drunk, and okay, you know, I mean, it could be said, you know what I mean, you didn't, but it is creepy the way you see it. If a guy done that to a girl, there'd be a lot more shit. But it's creepy the way she does it. Like, she manipulates him, and then, but it doesn't really work, because like after they've slept with each other, it's like he's like still talking about the girl, and he's like wanting to get away, and it's like so it's like, and then I think that might be when she admits it. Actually, it's very creepy, very very creepy film. But that's what it's kind of given, actually. And then you see, I could see how if someone was stalking somebody for a while, and then they approach them, and then they're in their ego. That's what you got to watch as a woman or a man. do you know where the fuck that person's come from? They could have been keeping an eye on you for a while, especially if you're on social media. Again, we're not getting that one again, but I've had an experience like that where, you know, maybe never know, but I did piece something together that was, it kind of makes a skin crawl when I think about it. Because it was like, yeah, it's not exactly the same as what I've just said, but it was definitely a case of somebody had saw what I was doing online, liked the look of me. Because obviously this was like a lifetime ago, right? But it was when I was still going out and all and that, and it was like, and then they came up to me again another time. I mean, on both times I was obviously pissed, and I mean, Pisces was about getting drunk, but it was just, it was weird when I connected all the dots like much later on. And I'm talking like years later, and then there was another really weird connection, and I was like, something's not right here. And again, it's like I've pieced enough of it together myself that makes me feel uneasy. But I just need to speak to a few folk to find. But that's what I mean. I might never know, but it's something like that, and you just have to be careful. Whether you're, especially if you work in the public, but even if you've got like open social media and that, somebody could have been stalking the fucking life of you. I was saying this the other day, but like I'm not kidding. I have got female and male stalkers, and I've had horrible instances where people befriend you, they're really nice to you, they can fucking groom you for fucking months or years, and then when the fucking mask drops, some of these people are fucking demonic. I'm not even. I've had several experiences like that. It's called a narcissist. So, and I mean, some of them could still be watching. Let's be fucking honest. I hope not. I pray not. And that's why I protect myself. But it's, you know what I mean. It's not for the faint of heart doing this shit. Um, Anyway, this is cheery, isn't it? Is there anything else we need to know? If we get copycat or another stalker one, I'm not going to be surprised. And this is the thing, like the horrible thing about it is that can be people that you don't know, but that can also be people that you do know, that you have known in the past, that like get some kind of weird, you know, that's what monitoring spirits are. They get obsessed with your life and watching what you're doing or watching what your person's doing. Like, get a fucking life. Do you know what I mean? Um, Same shit, different day. Like it's their hobby. Like spying on you's their fucking hobby. Thank you. Next, off and on, hot and cold, detached, ghosted. Yeah, the masculine ghosted the feminine. Thank you. Moving on. Next, they harshly ghosted the feminine. Wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited, drama starter. Oh my god, what is this? Did this masculine harshly ghost the feminine because drama was started? Trouble. The song Trouble is on by Shampoo right now. This isn't everyone's story, but it's fucking clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. Yeah, this is definitely somebody's. Somebody did lie to cause trouble, drama. Explains why I was, you know, they made me feel angry all day because I was building up to doing this. Because remember, when I'm just feeling into it, but I'm using my clairs named appropriately, and I'm feeling fucking raging. Sorry, my mic's been under my jumper. Was it all muffled? And now it's not. Even that could be a message, you see. Um, If you missed me saying that as well, this is not underwear. This is a vest. Okay. I know it looks kind of underwearish, but it's a vest. I've got the brown one too. Remember, I don't know if you're going to remember, but like I remember everything. So it's kind of like, well, I remember shit like this. It's like not important, but it's like, I, I remember important stuff too, but it's like I wore the brown one of this with the jobby coloured. That's a very Scottish word for shite, by the way. But that was very Scottish too. Pooh. Shit. But like yeah, it's like a brown coloured cardigan, and I wore it with a brown vest, and there were different colours of brown, and I was like, this is not vibing. I'm not liking this. So, oh my god, I'm saying vibing because they say that on Love Island all the time. Oh my god. If I start saying vibing too much or it's not that deep, I'm sorry, I've fallen into Love Island lingo because I hate that saying it's not that deep. Because usually when they're saying it's not that deep, it actually is something deep and it's quite toxic to be saying that. Like, no, it is deep. You've just fucking hurt somebody's feelings. Stop fucking saying it's not that deep, you fucking arseholes. Sorry. I don't know why I'm in a name calling mood tonight, but I am. So I'm not usually like that. I'm just embracing it. So spiritual gifts. Yeah, so I think someone was clout hungry and they were making up drama and they were jealous of your spiritual gifts. Now, spiritual gifts would be Pisces energy too. So basically, there's somebody that was jealous of whatever you had with this person. And this person, let's face it, this is a twin flame journey. The person was running anyway, but this made them run even further. It gave them a reason to run. Fake accounts. Look, there's the person spying again. Fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Holy shit, what is this? Again, guys, remember when I said before when I was talking about, I mean, let's just check the exact fucking things, but when I was saying Pluto conjunct the Aquarius things just now, so, right, is this for today? Right, so right now, yeah, we've got Sun conjunct Mercury, Mercury communication, Sun, the main focus. Venus Venus Aquarius is not too far away either. But Pluto is, yeah, so right now, Pluto is conjunct Mercury. This is how I'm like digging into some shocking truth. But also the Sun, it's exposing whoever this happened to, however many people it is. But what I was saying about when Pluto was exactly conjunct Venus, but it's still only a few degrees away from it, that is still conjunct. That's love stuff. So you mean Pluto's brutal, right? Someone has been brutal to someone here, and they stalk and they spy. So if again, whether it's someone you know, like frenemies or friends, or someone you don't know, they're definitely saying somebody kept a very close eye on the masculine and what's happening with the masculine and the feminine. So they've got a way to be close to this person, either online or in some cases, it could be really fucked up, like in that Wicker Park. Somebody's found a way to be close to this person, but like unbothered. But it's like the masculine doesn't really notice them. But if you were obsessed with somebody, you would do that. Oh my god, drama starter and talking shit. This is like that, Phil. That's so clever how they're doing that. So it's like somebody that like would make out they don't like this person, like they don't fancy them, they don't like them. They might even talk shit about the masculine, but it was all part of keeping the masculine and the feminine apart. Bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicities. Your light irritates their demons. Someone was jealous. Round and round. Cycles, triggers, lessons. Caught a case, sexual infection, sexual disease, rash. I mean, I don't normally read that out, but it came out. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. Boom, boom, boom. I said that would come out. Two decks together. This is definitely a jealous person, whatever connection they are to you or the person. Somebody wanted your life. And in some cases, this snake could have got your life. Could have got a wee taste of it, or they could have got a big taste of it. But my skin would be crawling if I was a masculine because this person stalked you long before they got you. And I said it and it came out. Feeds off you, duplicates you. So it's like what I've said before. I haven't watched the other ones back, but this did come out before because it's come out the whole time. Feeds off you. Like they're feeding off of your energy, but if that's a karmic person with the masculine, they feed through the sacral chakra so it's the feminine's energy that they're siphoning, which is why a lot of feminines can get ill. Feeling like there's my person's hooking up with somebody with fucking dodgy energy because it's making me ill. You can't always blame it on that, but I've definitely fucking felt when that's the case. Right, I think we all have as a twin flame. Right, okay, so good lordy. So that's what happened in the past. So what's happening now? This is a mixed bag. Did I read all of these? Mine nearly did, and me and my karmic mother. I just turned 29, so yeah. And he just felt like, yeah. I see him again. He'll be shocked that I'm standing my power 7 days before my birthday. Oh yeah, I answered you anyway. And Nathan said the same thing. 7 days before my birthday, and this is the truest reading that applies to me. I've had a new. Oh my God, Brandy. So whoa. When you said boom, 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 I said bam, bam, bam. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry you went through this. I just want to give you a hug. Fucking hell. It's horrible. What, all of it? Did you have like a fucking shady pal that honestly there's nothing you can see how much that fucks me off? Like fucking disgusting, man. See the people that I call my best friend today. I'm so fucking proud of the people that I call my best friend because like it's laughable. Like it's just kind of like yeah, but that's no, you know what I mean. It's horrible when you even have a slightest feeling that someone would, which is why I'm saying it's horrible watching that on Love Island because I do like that girl. I like them both, but I'm like, you know, I think we'll go a bit easy on the other one. I think the other one's a bit younger. I think the other one's maybe like an older version. They might not be, they might be the same age. It really doesn't fucking matter though. Some people haven't got any morals. But to be fair, it all comes down to bad examples. Sometimes people that have been fucked over themselves like think they need to do it to other people before it gets done to them. Obviously, we see that happens all the time. Um, but then I would come in with my brutal kind of do something about it then. You can't go around fucking hurting everyone like that. Go and get help. Like, anyway, so sorry, I'm feeling now that somebody's claiming some of it, I'm even more raging. Right. Okay. Separation and seduction. Oh my God, look at this. Sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. And seduction. Attraction, teasing, hooking up and date, third party temptation. This just gets worse and worse. I'm asking about the present energy. There's a fucking snake and she looks like a fucking I was gonna say that really harsh word, but she does, doesn't she? I've said this before, but she looks like Cameron Diaz. I mean, Cameron Diaz is hot, but she looks like a nasty. She looks. I know what they're saying. She looks like Cameron Diaz in Vanilla Sky, and in Vanilla Sky, she's casually sleeping with him, and she's in love with him, but she's making out like, oh yeah, no, it's just we're just hooking up. It's just a bit of fun, but she's stalking him. Oh my God, she's stalking him. And then so when he falls in love with the Penelope Cruz, she's fucking raging and jealous. She tries to fucking kill him. Remember she gets him in the car, and I mean that's all a big head fuck because it's all like a big dream and actually Pisces 12th house is dreamed. But yeah, I know what they're saying there. Like, look, this person got in the way of this. But it's picking up on different stories because there's definitely someone where it's really weird, but the person that's got the drama starter that spoke shit to keep people apart, I don't even know if they've even had a shot. Like I don't think they've even had a shot with the person. But they would want one given the opportunity. But it's not like it's just more about keeping people apart. But it could be that they did at some point because in that film she does like seduce him. But it's just like it's pointless because, like I said, then he just starts going on about the one he's in love with. And I think she realizes, like, oh my God, like that wasn't worth it, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, in Vanilla Sky, it's a wee bit more fucked up. Like, you know, she's a bit crazy. Like, she's fallen in love and she's making out she hasn't. Yeah, anyway, it's all quite fucked up. They're giving me stalker examples. So yeah, somebody, a third party thing. It's basically there's looks. This is not good energy. What they're saying is currently there's a separation going on. And it's got a lot to do with third party, like people giving in to temptation, third party people that have purposely saw that this has got potential and wanted to ruin it. This could be many third parties. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner, people that I've saw, people that currently see, because there's current energy, well, it can be past, present, future, people that saw there was something there and that, you know, can be jealous, your light irritates their demons. But both people are coming back, rising like the phoenix. I more feel it's the masculine rising like the phoenix. But I feel like I always say, if this masculine rising like the phoenix, it's because the feminine done it. Like you went through betrayals and seeing people's true colours and snakes in the grass. And now the masculine is going through the same thing, or they've just come out of that happening, or they're going to go through it. New phase and rekindle, renew, growth, changed mind, rise from the ashes. But it's interesting that says changed mind. I feel this person's having a drastic change your mind, change your heart, seeing things differently, um, seeing people differently. I feel reminiscing about the past and thinking about things people have said to them, and especially if someone's tried to continuously put somebody off. the twin flame. You on either side of it, or maybe both sides of it. Something's not adding up here. Healthy choices, or it's all adding up. Self-love and self-care, being happier, loving life. This masculine saying I'm a lot happier and making healthier choices, or I've got plans to do that to cut away these people. But I'm happier now that I can see the truth. Yeah, look. Oh wow, that's crazy. Happier now that I've put that kind of lifestyle behind me. Key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. But it was in reverse and a song's, where's the thing? A song's gone off. What song is it? Sometimes a song doesn't go off. Did it have a song? Oh fuck. It's going through loads. I can't wait to be king. And it's not going off. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. That's like the divine masculine. But also, it's kind of funny. It ran through other songs. I saw shock, Aquarius energy, shock. Somebody's shocked. Somebody's having a spiritual awakening. Somebody's making healthier choices and putting behind a wild lifestyle, coming out of poker face, taking a chance, risk options, not showing hand gambling. So this is how someone was in the past. A love call is going to be coming in from somebody that's heartbroken. Deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, breakup, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Informing you. Yeah, so I think somebody's going to, someone, if this is yours, if you haven't, I think somebody's going to be informing you of something that makes all this make sense. And it could be your love interest, or someone's informing them. Watching, looking, perception, stalking. But all the while, what the hell, by the way? There is a lot of stalking and backstabbing. Look at this. Heartbreaking pain, separation, loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. After I just said a song called Shock came on. Yeah, this was a shocking attack, and it's by people that are stalking. So somebody, I would say this is somebody that stalks the life of both people. That I'm now thinking it's both. Somebody stalks the life out of both people, and it's going to be a shocking attack. When the truth comes out, I'm being really dramatic, but when this is exposed, people are going to be shocked that someone's went to the lengths of lying this much. But they stalk. Codependent, obsessed and restraint, possessive and control, emotional block, addiction. Somebody had an addiction to stalking both people. What the fuck? Talk about 12th house and keeping them apart. Not today, Satan. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Oh my God. I feel like this has already been found out, and somebody's confused as why somebody would lie, or it's going to be. Poker face again. Taking a chance, risking options, not showing hand, gambling. Keeps coming out reverse. Self-indulgent, self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah, someone's going inwards doing the shadow work, and it's like I'm feeling what they're feeling. It's like they're getting so many answers and connecting all the dots from the past because they've spent this time going inwards and not distracted with the wild energy that they were being pulled into before. Addictions, toxic people. Okay. Right. What karmic lessons are you learning? What needs to be released? I mean, I feel like I've just saw it, but um, right. What is a karmic lesson that someone's currently learning, or what needs to be released? The fact that creep's on right now too, cause I creep. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what the whole song's about, but even creep would indicate stalking. Like, I'm sorry, but like there is definitely a creepy, stalkery energy of it's again, just watch Wicker Park if you haven't seen it. It is creepy and it's definitely about stalking and it's definitely some fucked up weirdo that keeps two lovers apart. It's giving fucking creepy. Um, Path of least resistance, choose ease and grace. So, the lesson the feminine has learned is I don't want to be around anyone like that. Because to me, that is the matrix energy, that's in the earth. So, I chose in the earth a long time ago. If there's even the slightest chance of anybody being a shady pal, bye. 911's on right now. That's a UK band from when I was younger. A lot of yous watch it. But 911, like emergency, get me the fuck out of here. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel the feminine energy, the lesson you learn is close the door on anybody that's got even the slightest ability to be a shady. It doesn't need to be a shady friend in this specific way, but it's just kind of like withholding information, you know, telling you like I've had situations as well where people find things out and they don't tell you till like ages later. And I was thinking about it the other day, and that's a horrible feeling too. I've had moments like that in my life at the Truman Show, and you're like, I still remember now, even though this is a long time ago, it made my skin crawl because it's like you start to look at this person in a whole different light, and then you're asking questions and they're getting angry, and it's like this is weird. Do you know what I mean? Um, so something like that, because that's what happens in that film too. The girl starts thinking, "Why are you acting weird, like about her flatmate?" And obviously, it's because the person's been fucking like doing the most fucked up shit to keep them apart. And then she was confiding in her. Do you know what I mean? So there is something strange about this. Follow signs, mystical messages. So it could have been like that too. You trust someone, you're confiding in them. You're like, oh, I don't know why they're going funny, and it's like the person you're telling is the one that's doing it, or they know something and they're not telling you. Shift or be shifted spiritually. Look what I just said, spiritual awakening. So some of your spiritual awakening can be wake up to the fact that this isn't a friend. Rebirth, personal freedom unleashed, blossoming. So that was all something that happened to the feminine as a karmic lesson. In the past, I would say, or it's happening now, or it's the masculine's feminine side, your feelings, your intuition, you're like, why are they trying to put me off where I want to go? Or why are they saying this? I wonder what their motive is. It feels like they've got some kind of ulterior motive. Heal abandonment, time to forgive. So yeah, the masculine, look, this is a masculine's karmic lesson. So that's the guy floating suspended in midair. He doesn't really look like he's having a good time there. So it's like that looks like somebody in a spiritual awakening. But while they're in this time, they're getting all the downloads. 1010 could be significant. So, October 1010 portal could have been significant. 7/7 portal as well. Receiving cosmic intelligence while this person is in this state of surrender, which is what Pisces is about. And especially with Neptune and the last of Pisces, we're all in a weird liminal space. If you don't feel like you're in a weird in between endings and beginnings place, then good for you. But I feel like that. I'm like, this feels weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm glad it's Friday tomorrow, and I would rather not be doing the Aries live stream, but I'm going to do it as early as I can. You know what I mean? So if you haven't heard me saying that, I'm going to be live 1 o'clock UK time, um, at lunchtime. So that's very early for some of yours, for some of yous. Just be on for a wee bit, then I'll be in the membership probably about 3, and then I'll come back on here about 4. All of this might change, and then I'll be aiming to get off about 6 for my tea, and yeah, right. Tell me something else about the masculine. Integration, yeah, multi-dimensional healing. Again, that's interesting because again, I said that the other day, but that was how Charlotte referred to my unlisted 2026 reading, that because it's multi-dimensional healing, you know what I mean? She knows that it's a big energy clearing too, and but yeah, I feel the masculine is integrating some really powerful healing that's coming in with there it is again in the downloads. So this is definitely to do with the solar storm energy that's going on right now too. All the light codes activating this person's spiritual awakening. You could be this person, remember. Look, leading you to where is your real abundance, aligning with infinite abundance, which is always going to be with your twin flame. But before you get there, that could have left you like that guy. Look, Dark Night of the Soul, surrender. That's quite interesting that they made me say in a place of surrender, and that says surrender at the top, Dark Night of the Soul. That is 12th house stuff. Having to surrender, ask the angels, ask for forgiveness as God, especially if it's like the film and somebody's got caught up with some kind of fucking weirdo. Do you know what I mean? Being duped by a fucking weird. Sorry. I mean, wait a minute. What is it? I think no, I don't need to look. It's Mercury in Aquarius, but that is what it's again. That's Love Island. It's giving fucking weirdo. It's giving fucking weirdo. That's what it's given. It's given stalker fucking weirdo. Somebody's yeah. There's a fucking weirdo somewhere in this mix. No one compares to you, but whatever has tried to get in the way of this, no, this person feels like nobody compares to the feminine. If fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? Yeah, look, oh my God, Wicker Park vibes. Like, both people could have been like, what the hell? This is my person. Why are all these things happening? Well, this story's telling you why it's happening. Somebody made it their life's mission to get in the way of you. Could have got other people on board, depending how fucked up they are. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. Could have played on these abandonment wounds. If these toxic people, I'm going to say toxic people because that's what I'm picking up on. If this toxic person or people even had the slightest indication of how sensitive you were about one another, oh my God, they would use it to their advantage. They would say that you said nasty stuff you never said, say it to both people if they've got a way to do that, make up lies. And this is when you find out that that's what happened. Silence is its own kind of confession. That can mean a lot of different things if you think about it. You've always known the truth, you just refuse to see it. Holy fuck. This means if you're the feminine, you feel there's something with that. Silence, because that's Pisces 12 house. Silence is its own kind of confession. I think it's something like that. If somebody wasn't ever saying very much about this person either way, that could have been a big telltale sign there was something to that. Or this is like the masculine had a funny feeling someone wasn't telling them the truth, but it suited their runner mode. And well, that's what they said. So I'm going to believe them. That kind of vibe. But you can see how that fits. Any more about this deck? Look, it's not funny, but it's all ones where they're kept apart. Our connection's intense and it scares me. Yeah, I know what they're saying. People took advantage of that. Somebody sensed how much you meant to this person. And so they put the shiters up them with every chance they got. They're like, I can get into their head by saying this. And the person fell for it. I just want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. And I always say the same thing, though. It's not true because the guy's looking back at the girl and there's another guy coming down the road. So I always take it to mean that that guy's worried that's going to happen. Because they wouldn't be looking back if they were bothered, you know what I mean? If there's a next life, I'd tell you how I feel sooner. So somebody held back their feelings, but there's a bit more to it with this one. Somebody held back their feelings, and I think it's got something to do with whatever was said to them. The truth is more complicated than you think. Yeah, well, we're seeing that. Do you know what I mean? There's something more to this. This has definitely been exacerbated. But like I said, sorry, my nose switchy, but that's when the loved ones and spirit are coming in. They're raging too, but it's like because now they're pulling me that wee thing, you know, you wind it up and it's a chatterbox. A gossip has caused trouble here. But I would still say it's all meant to happen that way. It's all meant to happen, but it's still fucking cruel. It's cruel, it's fucked up. But that's what trauma does. I feel it's people that have got their own trauma that get a kick out of causing pain to others, and you know they're people that really need to heal. But It's creepy. I think I always pick up on the same when it's Pisces. I always pick up on some. This is creepy. It's creeping me out. Um, Brandy, I hope you're still not resonating with the rest of this. But right, shadow work. Well, again, I think I do need to change those questions at some point because they're a bit too similar. Um, what will we use for that? Let's use these dream cards. What's some shadow work that the feminine's doing just now and the masculine's feminine side? That's too many, for fuck's sake. Just give me one or two. Oh, chaste. And it's got a wolf in it. So wolf to me is divine masculine. What are you running away from? What is making you feel overwhelmed? What are you afraid of or unwilling to face? Hello, that is totally 12th house energy because it's your deepest fears. So ask yourself, feminine and masculine's feminine side, what are you running away from? You might be like, fuck you, Claire, I'm not running away. I've done the work. But what might you be running away from? What is making you feel overwhelmed? We all get overwhelmed with different things. What overwhelms me? Pisces moon overwhelms me and stories like this, but we'll push that aside. What are you afraid of or unwilling to face? Well, I think with what we've just picked up on, whoever you are in this equation, or both people, you could have been running away from the truth that that card said you already knew. So you could be running away from the fact that you didn't trust somebody around you. That could be overwhelming you. And you might not want to know the truth. And I would understand that, you know what I mean? Because this is like hidden stuff. This could be stuff that's happened years ago. You might not want to know. You could be running away from that. Or you might be like, fuck it, I want to know. Because if this person's still around you, you'd want to get rid of them. Stop being friends with them. I have to make it clear that, you know, and but if this happened in the past, you'd want confirmation of boom, that's why I'm not friends with them. Because I'm trusting. See, when that Millie sees how that other girl done that, I'd be like, I'd be keeping my fucking wits up. Maybe say hi on night out, but you're no fucking be one of my best pals, you know what I mean? 17th. Oh, 17th as well as you're the fire horse. So I feel as well, in your dreams could be revealing to you in the shadows that this person's getting ready to chase you. Because the masculine is the divine masculine energy to me. Meaning the wolf can mean something different to you, but it means that to me. And this person's getting ready to be in their masculine energy. Or they're in it and they're waiting to pounce. And it's going to kick in around you, the fire horse, if not before. That's what's happening in the shadows, and you could be feeling it. Right. Masculine in the shadows. Funny if the same card comes out. What's this? So a dragonfly, there's a big transformation going on with them. 26 is Monday when Neptune goes into Aries. Yeah, look, it's a lightning. It's a lightning. So this is why they just made me say this person could be doing things a lot sooner than the 17th of February. Take that with a pinch of salt, like I say all the time, because this can manifest whenever, but it is seeming to fit with astrology. Experience and failure lead to wisdom, right? So definitely this person does feel like they failed to see the third party interference here. Now, whether it's somebody that directly went for them to sabotage or the fucking weirdo I'm picking up on that wasn't even a chance, but they want to keep people apart. Apply wisdom to a present situation, learn from the spirit world and its collective knowledge. This is a masculine in the shadows that's awakening to their true self, to their true power, and to their truth overall. And definitely whoever and however many people have stuck their bit in and like kept this apart. Flow, which is what this energy is about right now, the Pisces, Neptune and Pisces, Pisces moon. You can't control life's events. You can only control how you deal with them. It's easier to go with the flow when life challenges you. Emotions can overflow unless you release them. Yeah. So I feel what they're saying is this masculine in the shadows is actually very upset. And if you think about it, quite a few of those cards, let's shuffle them, actually said that. Upset, bitter. I think this person's upset and bitter at why somebody's went to great lengths to lie to them. Grounding, stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. Like they put that person put on a performance. They played to this person's addiction, codependent, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. Yeah, the person that tried to create, well, they didn't try, they did create a huge emotional block. Exacerbated this person's fears of abandonment. Look, love call. Oh my God, that fits with what look at this. Just in case people think I'm talking, look, I'm saying it and the cards are backing up. This person will be contacting their divine feminine with some kind of crazy film-like story where somebody that appears to have been obsessed with them for a long time has been an integral part of keeping the two people apart. It's exactly like Wicker Park. I get bored of how many times I've said this. I've channeled that so many times over the years because it's like a sign that they give me when it has been a weird situation like that. But I'm telling you, it is. It's like somebody that even if they couldn't get the person for themselves, or it's like that film, they get them for a flash in the pan, but it's never going to be long lasting. Or it's like you know what I mean? It's something like that. Expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Strange wording. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. That's the person thinking about it. Heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, like I just said. Feeling lost, grieving, despair, breakup. This person's going over all the events of the past and connecting all the dots back to either one person that caused trouble or a few people, but it feels like one person in particular. This is really specific. And I just shuffled and the same thing came out. Someone's connecting all the dots. So this is definitely going to make sense to whoever it is. And I wouldn't be surprised if they want to book a session or, something because it's like, it's feeling like it's really narrowing down to someone's, it'll make different bits will make sense to different people, but I can feel it. Right. What would help with inner union right now? A conversation between the twin flames. I'll just butt in and say that. But let's see. Oh, I know what to use these because this has got like jealousy and shit like that. Right. Surrender to the divine full moon. Something could be found out at a full moon. Oh, yes. The full moon in Leo is the 1st of February, and that is drama. And there's been a lot of things about drama here. And this is going to be dramatic. It's going to be a shocker. The thing is, I'm feeling like it's not a shock. I feel like it's not a shock to someone, and it maybe is to some, it might not be, but that kind of indicated that it's like it might not be a shock to both people. Like there's someone it is a shock to. It's different for different people. There's no smoke without fire. It's something like that. Like you've had your suspicions that somebody's been doing something. Prosperity lies ahead, believe in the impossible. So divine feminine, you're being told for inner union, believe in the impossible. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity is coming for you on your own, and prosperity lies ahead with you and your person when you talk and you work out everything that's happened in the past and you let go of who you both were in the past to be who you are now and start again. Oh my God. And at the end of that, it's the scientist. Tell me your stories, ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start. And it's why I've always loved the end of that film because I always say the exact same thing, but it's like I love the ending, but I also just love that song with it because I've always felt on the twin flame journey for everyone, but personally for me as well. I've always, even like before when I thought, oh, it might fucking happen sooner, like we're just gonna have to fucking start again. Like, hello, pleased to meet you. You know what I mean? Let's pretend we didn't have the past life that we've had. And I'm not talking about a fucking past life where we're fucking something else, king and queen or fucking whatever the hell we were, paupers. let's just fucking forget the past when we've met before. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know you. Who are you? You don't judge me by my past. I would judge you by you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the best solution. And then I tried to say something else and my throat got stuck. So that could indicate this could be difficult to talk. Um, but um, but at the same time, all jokes aside, if you have known this person in the past and there's things you need to talk about, As Long As You Love Me just came on, that feels relevant. As long as you love me, baby. You do need to talk about the past. You need to talk about the past. You need to clear the air. You need to find out who the drama starter is and all the bullshit and however many people on both your sides or whatever the hell's happened. And then you fucking let it go on holiday or something, start again and fucking be happy. Get the fuck away from all these arseholes. I'm channeling somebody who likes to swear and I'm here for it. I like to swear, but you know what I mean? This is more like, I don't know, getting some shit out your system. A time to give rather than to take, Newman and Virgo, that makes sense. This masculine wants to give where they possibly just took energy before. They weren't about the giving energy to you. Unless it was, there was something in it for them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they wanted to be like the guys on Love Island where you were just following, like, you know, chasing them, whether it's energetically or literally. They wanted people that chased them. They wanted you to actually, that's what they're saying too. This person wanted you to chase them and you didn't. They want you to chase them now and you won't. Because you're not like all the other hosts. And I say that with love, you know. Ho ho hosts. But it does feel like that's what we're dealing with in this. Drama starting like troublemakers. So expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. That is coming up very soon. That is gives the fire horse 17th. Expect powerful change in this person. For inner union, this masculine is working on themselves. They've learned their lessons, I would say, a very hard way. They have sided with gossips, lies, drama starters, flying monkeys. They've realized they listened to the troublemakers. They've realized they feel this person feels stupid. They were manipulated by these people. I'm saying people now, so there's more than one, but there is a big one. Push through any insecurity. Oh, see what I mean? That's what I said. They feel stupid because through their own insecurity, they allowed these people to manipulate them. That's what I mean. You can't blame everything, but it's like I get what they're saying. It's like, and look, they're very emotional because I just knocked over flow and then water's behind it. That's what we're in right now. Very emotional energy. What was I gonna? I just want to get the cards that I want to use before. Actually, let's just. I've just found these. Let's just see what was the. Oh, yeah, that we've already had addiction. You're either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction, get help. That's for the karmic energy. I think people are laughing right now. It's no funny. Sorry, I'm fucking laughing, but I'm laughing because I'm shocked. Like, I thought I was going to say something about insecurity or something. You're either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction, get help. Hello. The karmic energies fucking overtook the twin flames in this. I'm sorry, but if you're a karmic energy and you're watching this and you're like, that's me, I'm being serious. Like, you really do need to get help. I don't think it's from me, but you need help from someone. Because I'm the person that's helping the people you've done this to. But you never know, like, you know what I mean? It's like, all jokes aside, if someone truly was trying to change, that's really creeped me out. That just came out. And yeah, look, I know what they're saying. Somebody was obsessed. I would say with it feels like somebody was obsessed with this connection. So you're obsessed with both people, but the masculine in particular. And they exacerbated the untrue stories that the masculine. So again, this is what I mean. They get close enough to find out how insecure the masculine is. You tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good that can happen. But that's what they're saying. That was the block. Check your friends. Check the people around you. It could be family as well, but it feels like a friend or something, an acquaintance. Walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try and work it out. I'm not good. This is just fucking me off now. Somebody knew exactly what to say to somebody to get them to not just walk, to run even further than what they were already doing through fear. Cruel brings to mind. Right. What else do we need to know before I move on to the next bits? Relief. Relief. Feminine, I'm sorry if you went through this, whether you're a man or a woman. I'm sorry, the masculine man or woman that went through this, all the people that resonate, but relief is coming for both people because you're going to expose what's been done in the dark and bring it to light. It's already been exposed to one person. It feels like the masculine is going to tell the feminine soon, I feel. Nature spirits. This masculine could be doing some shamanic work, connecting with himself. Veiled, which has enabled them in the ages of 38 and 39, could have been very pivotal to their dark night of the soul. Look, veiled. That makes sense. I'm going to read that one from the book, but look, the person couldn't see. They were manipulated. The troublemaker was like a shadow person, interesting. I was going to say a shapeshifter. Air. Divinity. Look, divinity in reverse and air. They blew hot air, they gossiped, they lied, and they were not a divine being. They were a liar. Air came out in reverse again. Look. They were a not brave snake. And that snakes in the grass are being revealed. But this says transmute, but it is a snake. And we're still in that year of the snake. And a message is coming that's going to bring everything to light. The dragonfly again. I think it's a dragonfly. But look, the lightning bolt's going to be a shock. It's going to take courage for this person to come forward. Right, let's read veiled. But that's what that means. Person, the masculine couldn't see and I just opened the book at the same page. Mask. All is not being revealed at this time. Well, yes, it fucking is, because Claire's on the case. Is someone around you hiding or holding back information? Oh, I've said that quite a lot throughout this. And then that card said informing you quite a few times. That's what I think this is. Somebody, this person got information and they held it, but I think this person got information that could help this connection at different times and they held it back. Please use caution in proceeding, or perhaps the mask is inviting you to be more protective of what you share. Yeah, that's what they're saying. The masculine was sharing things with the wrong people or person. Draw another card for clarity in your next right action. You can meditate on the mask to achieve altered states, awareness, encourage hidden abilities to rise to the surface of your consciousness. I do feel the masculine is unveiling, like hidden. Oh my god, sorry, the mic keeps going under my jumper. But again, that is part of it. The mic keeps escaping under my jumper, and it's like someone kept going under the radar. Someone kept gossiping, lying, stirring it up over a long period of time and going under the radar. But they're not now, they're being exposed. Masks vary from culture to culture and are used for adornment, altered states of consciousness, ritual, and disguise. But this person was disguised to a certain extent. And I think they flew under the radar because it's like the obsession runs so deep that it's like they've went unsuspectingly because they've not. I don't. For some people, it is somebody that, like I said, it's like in that film. They've maybe had a fumble in the dark like a couple of times or once or something, and it's. But I'm feeling like this is like the kind of thing where it's not even about that. It's like someone's just obsessed with like spying, watching how this all unfolds. A bit like it's a film, but like in a toxic like this. It's like the person's fucking directing a horror film that they like seeing keep going wrong between two people. So that's how they've went under the radar because I don't think they're someone that's been directly romantically linked to this person. They just enjoyed keeping the people apart. Sorry, fucked up, but that's what I'm getting. It's going to make sense to someone. And there's more people out there in the world like than this than you realise. Right. So with some of the stories I've heard and things I've witnessed and stuff. Right. Give me one more card because that said get another card for clarity on the veiled. Jealous comes out. That'd be funny. Karmic path. Yeah, look. I'm saying that would be funny because it's like it would fit. But look what I just picked up is although I just said what I said, right? I said what I said. This could have been somebody that they're either saying they wanted to be some kind of something to this person. Well, they definitely did. I feel they definitely did because why would you do that? But you'll know for your situation unless you don't. But we've got karmic path in reverse and soulmate in reverse. Or it's just that they're on a karmic path for doing something so fucked up. So we'll pray that they're getting the healing they need or that they get the clarity or that they start to heal from this point on or whoever this is resonating for. But they're a karmic soulmate of the masculine in particular, I would say. But they're a karmic person to both people that this fits with. Yeah. Let's see. Also, it could be as well, this person on the karmic path, the karmic person, kept trying to make the masculine think that that's not your person, that's not your soulmate. They said this about you, they said that about you. Do you know what I mean? It all fucking makes sense. 8. Karmic lesson, learning experience, hard work, persevering, and structure. Remember, this is about the veiled. So somebody was on a karmic path to keep this hidden from the masculine. A new invaluable lesson available to you this time. The moment requires you your due diligence. Pay attention to what is being presented to you. Have you been down this road before? So I think what they're saying is, how many times has this person been involved in telling you something? And this is what this masculine's adding up. A lot over a long time. Our souls come to Earth School to learn valuable lessons as beings for the planet. What are you being taught right now? This moment may require hard work, but will have many long lasting rewards. You're not being punished, but gaining tools and experience for living that will be for the rest of your life. Drawing this card also tells you that the foundation of what you're building is strong and part of your legacy. Saturn's the sixth planet from the sun, second Lord. Yeah, Saturn's also what fucking the horrible bastards of this world worship. Right. Saturn in astrology is about hard work and getting the rewards, but it is what those people worship. The bad people of the world. Right. This is a bit where I ask what's a possible soul retrieval that some people need, and they're guiding me at this deck again. So, what is a possible soul retrieval that I could help somebody with if they booked a session? The dragonfly doing exactly what I've just done on this in your session. So maybe, yeah, I do think someone this really resonates with it might be me, digging deeper into this or helping you fucking heal from the trauma. Light-hearted and adapt, finding out and change, things come into light and heal. That's what I think they're saying. Because it's so homing in on loads of details, this. Like I said, I always do because I tie it in with well, I've just got very specific, I can just home in specifics all the time anyway, but because my Pluto's in the 12th house, I feel that's why I go very detective like in this one. Because it just annoys me the thought of anyone being made a dick of. Anyone. I just think that's one of the worst things ever. And that is what they were saying on Love Island too. That is one thing I don't like about it. It's like, yeah. That's what I don't like about the Twin Flame journey too. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck off, man. Like, I just can't be bothered with all the secrets. Like, and then when everybody else knows the fucking secret and you don't, and that's why I always say, I'm like, God, it's I just think it's toxic as fuck. Like, just the amount of people that get a kick out of fucking knowing something you don't. Like, whoop they fucking do you know what I mean? The fucking, the laugh is on you when actually everybody finds out you're that much of a fucking nasty fuck. You know what I mean? See what I mean? Look at how I'm talking. I don't always talk like this, but it's like, it's coming out because I do think it's that nasty. I think there's some really weird shit that I'm picking up on right now. The golden mirror. Like, yeah, I told you, right, boom, boom, drop the mic. See, because people, sorry for saying see, because when I say see as well, it annoys me because I don't like see, I told you so. But it's because I'm picking up on somebody like that. Look at the way I was, even the name calling, it's strange the way I'm channeling that. And that's what I'm picking up on narcissists. That's why it's making my skin crawl. And this says narcissist. Love bombing, self absorbed, one sided. The person that done this is a narcissist. How could you not be to be so cruel to not even at the end the end of it not even so it could be that as well, that this is like a karmic person that is like wanted to use somebody as like a play toy whenever they feel like it because they've not got anything else going on. It's like, oh yeah, I could see how it's that way too. There's it's like I've picked for the majority up on the other one. I can feel a pain in my heart, for a fucking weirdo that's not even got the person as their end goal. Like it feels like they're nowhere near it, like it's not even a thing. But for someone else, it's like that could be like a karmic, codependent kind of just someone that doesn't really love the masculine, but like is a narcissist, and they're like, oh, I could get them back if I want. And actually, they always going about that person, but we'll see about that. I could get them, and actually, I could probably get something quite serious with them, but I don't really love them. I'm just going to stop. You know what I mean? It's like that's like the fucked up mentality of the person that's done this. For that, where that resonates, yeah. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. I do feel like I'm feeling like a woman that's a narcissist that love bombed the masculine, like away from the feminine. But again, masculine has to take accountability that they've allowed someone to do that. But oh my God. Right. So someone but that was about booking a session. So somebody needs help because you've been a victim of narcissistic abuse. And sadly, I help people with that too many times in a week. I'm an expert at helping people with that. Right, one more. Can't believe that card came out. I hadn't seen that one yet. You might need a mediumship session because my nose got really itchy, and that's my loved one's spirit sign. Wedding rings in reverse. Somebody could need support if you're going through a divorce or a breakup because it's in reverse. Yeah. Okay. What's in the back? Poker face. Taking a chance, risk options, not shown hand, gambling addiction. I know that might seem random, but it's really not because 12th house would be stuff like that, addictions and stuff. And I do help people with gambling addictions. I can help you probably quicker than any other hypnotherapist could, if I'm honest, because I do all the other things, because I free people from strongholds and demons and you know what I mean? Same with an alcohol addiction. I say that fairly regularly, but whenever it comes up, the amount of people that have had one session with me and they stop drinking for evermore for the last I've heard, or from a lot of people, or for like 6 months or something. So if you think about it, it's like you think, oh well, it didn't work forever, yeah, but it was one session. Like, how many times you hear of that? Like, and I bet if people you do hear it from, it is people like me that pray and stuff like that. Like a healer in that way that you free people, you deliver people from evil. Right. What do we need to, let's put them away. What do we need to know about the future? Tell us something good for fuck's sake. Right. Let's use these cards. What do we need to know about the future of the people that have been, quite frankly, terrorized in this horrible situation? Emotional freedom. Look, it's got a big horse in it. The truth will come to light. Somebody who has a sex addiction, because that's what rabbits are about, or fertility. Be careful if you're not wanting something to happen there, because rabbits are fertility too. But or it's good luck if you do, however it's going to fit for different people. Or be wary if you're with a karmic person because they could be trying to trap you. There's loads of things that could. Yeah, an owl is about seeing in the dark. But yeah, there's a horse in it. Year of the horse. Year of the horse is your year to break free from narcissists if you haven't already. There's the distorted masculine. Somebody could be breaking free of a distorted masculine. Or I feel for a lot of people, it's the narcissist, the narcissistic woman, the snake in the grass that's got distorted masculine energy. And that's so interesting because look how I started talking about this. Again, when I'm talking about Love Island, that's, we don't want to be too harsh. It's more just an example, but they do display a lot of toxic masculine energies, those women, because they're all fighting over the guys. They're not all fighting over the guys because, like I said, Millie isn't. She's even seen that, guys. I mean, I don't know him well enough really to pass judgment, but he's not impressing me. He does just seem like quite in his ego. But they all, I mean, to be honest, they all seem very immature. Like there's nobody really sticking out as maybe at a push. That Shaq guy looks like he's made a few mistakes and he's growing up. I think he's probably the one I like the most, but even he's kind of he's playing. Yeah, they're all. I'm not a fan. They're playing. Look, they're playing off. They're playing the girls against of each other, like, and they're falling for it. There's distorted feminine, distorted masculine. So what they're saying is that's what's coming to light. People that are in distorted energy that have been in a karmic relationship, except I would say the masculine is breaking free of this lower timeline mask of being like a well, hopefully they weren't like showing up as a narcissist. Hopefully they were in but I feel that's what they could be. Hello, Charlotte, how are you doing? I feel that's what they're saying. Like it's like you're being good for each other. Inner peace. There was no inner peace manifestation, and you want to manifest a healthy connection now in the year of the horse. Away from the distorted feminine. That's fucking hell. That's really fitting with some of the shorts with the year of the snake. Christ. Someone's story. Right. Let's just actually, because on the one for today, oh no, shit, it's not today, it's tomorrow. Because I watched tomorrow's. Tomorrow's thumbnail is the masculine releasing lower self. And again, I don't like the wording, but what I always feel it means is releasing your distorted self. That doesn't sound good either. But releasing the lower timeline, releasing the timeline where you're caught up with toxic folk like what I've just read. Narcissists and whatever the hell the karmic person is that's got, you know what I mean? Like snakes. Aligning with abundance, realizing that you deserve more than what you've been settling for. And you're feeling the call to your twin flame, the soul merge. And they're like, we said what we said. It came out again. Having a higher heart opening. Yep, I do feel there's a whole wave of masculines, look, that want to heal the separation. Their heart is opening, awakening, and all this Aquarius awakening energy. They were in a lower frequency because that says increase in frequency, and it was and things weren't clear. Crystal clear vision, awareness, but it was in reverse. They were veiled. Oh my god. See how it fit with what that veiled card. Again, I love it because it's Pisces and it's getting the bottom of things. I don't love it because it's literally giving me a pain in my stomach because this story is so sickening with how fucked up a narcissist has been to keep this apart. I'm good. Just got in and had a notification you went live a couple of hours ago. Yes. Oh, so you only just got. Do you remember that song? Finally found what I've been looking for. Now you know I'm gonna love you more. Do do do, because it's always been you. Honeys. I used to love that when I was younger. Finally found what I've been looking. But that's that. I can't remember the rest of the words, but there is a line that's like, because it's always been you. I think that's the masculine. I can finally see clearly, crystal clearly, obviously people that get help from me, whether it's one-to-one or in the collective. But it's like I can crystal clearly see the truth isn't hidden from me anymore, or I'm not in denial. And I finally found what I've been looking for. And actually, it's always been you. That's what I feel this person's saying. Oh my God. Right. Tell us what's coming. Are we going to pull out union? No, but we'll settle for love conquers all. Yeah, I love it too. Oh, look what I'd said in this past life relationship. You've known each other before. Ah, yes, you have known each other before in a past life. And I feel you're strongly going to resonate with what I said about. I feel in some past lives you've been the man, they've been the woman, and other ones they've been the woman, you've been the man. You know what I mean? Or whatever way I didn't say it. You're very protective of each other. Definitely when this person awakens. Um, but on some level, they've always been this protective of you. But it also applies that it doesn't matter if you've known this person in the past. They're brand new when they come back, as in reborn, very Jesus-like, come to Jesus moment, seeing things completely differently. You're going to have to start again. You're going to have to scrap the past after talking about it. And it's that kind of vibe of like, once you've aired the dirty laundry, you don't sort of always bring it up and keep like, you have to always do the dishes because you betrayed me. You have to make me breakfast in bed for the rest of our life because you betrayed me. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's quite funny though. But do you know what I mean? It's like once you have the big talk, and the big talk and the big clear in the air could go on for quite some time. But you've got to sort of, I feel people that need this advice, like take it or leave it. Have a date when you're going to stop sort of doing that, because I think that could be draining as fuck. You know what I mean? Um, and just decide to be happy. Yeah, look, because this person, look, that's so crazy. I knew that, you know what I mean? Because look, I'm just the messenger. This person is enlightened to what they weren't before. They see it totally differently. With enlightenment, there's no separation. We recognize that we're one with the divine. And remember when I was passionately saying, when you've healed that energy, you don't see the separation. Even this person could be the biggest fucking dick ever to you, and you're like, oh God, I fucking love them though, unconditionally. And fuck, when they have a proper fucking awakening, they realize what a wanker they were. Do you know what I mean? They better fucking make this up to me. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm channeling a bit of passion there, but you know what I mean? It's like you do love this person unconditionally, and you just feel they've made some really, really bad mistakes and listened to the wrong people, but you forgive them and you admire their great qualities because they've got a lot of them. It's time to think of everything that you admire about your partner, and really do that. If you have went through a lot of shit, which fucking hell, if this is your story, you definitely have. But this isn't everyone's story. But like, send them good energy. Like, I forgive you, I love you, I'm going to hear you out, I'm not going to cut you off. You're going to get a chance to talk. Just tell me the truth. It's like your feelings are real and worth exploring. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Look, honeymoon where you get to know each other. Retreat is behind it as well. That's what they're saying, right? This person's worried that you think they're a walking red flag because they've displayed a lot of things that make them that because they listen to this person. If this is your story, which I have to just go along with what the story was, but the true story. But it's like, look, enjoy bliss the holiday time. This person does like you. That's what you're going to need to do. This person wants to take you, maybe you can talk and be away from everyone and just have that time together, talking, but also just enjoying getting to know each other again and start again. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Your bond deepens because you're actually getting to each other and you're not being kept apart by these horrible fuckers. I was going to say the C word. It's it's so funny how much I'm swearing in it. Like, I know I swear all the time, but like, Charlotte, if you decide to watch this from the start, it's like when I say it's like I'm name calling a lot. But I don't like it because I feel it's because whatever karmic relationship people have been in, I feel there's a lot of name calling. I'm doing it in a funny way, but I can tell it's like it's But to be fair, it's granted. Where I'm saying it, people have been fucking arseholes in this. Nasty C words. I can feel the energy of it. It's fucking love bombing narcissists that have taken pleasure in keeping people apart. Quite a few of them. Right, my battery just said your Mac will sleep soon unless plugged out the power outlet, which is always my sign of, well, obviously I need to plug the thing in. But somebody's unplugging from the matrix. Retreat. Yeah, this person wants to retreat, hide away with you. It's time to disconnect from the world. This person could have been in major hermit. Well, this person has been in hermit mode, working all this out. Okay, what else? Past lives. Whoa, oh my God. This person's been doing a lot of healing in their childhood to break free. So yeah, this is really sad actually. That's what it's been as well. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Oh God, I was speaking about narcissistic mothers at the start because I was mentioning Victoria Beckham, so that could be relevant. Reunite with her. Remember, I said it doesn't need to be someone's mum. It is for some people, but I spoke about you've had a toxic mum in a past life and they followed you in this life. They could be anyone in this life. They could be a best friend. Think about how, think about if this was like a film, but seriously, this does happen. Think about what a good, like, I was their toxic, narcissistic mum in a past life, and now I've sneaked in there as their best friend. Whether the best friend's a man or a woman, it's fucking perfect, isn't it? That is some people's cases. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives, and it's not always fun. If you don't know much about that and you'd like to know more, book a session because it's one of my favourite topics. It's very real. Free yourself. Yeah, unfortunately, this is somebody that's freeing themselves from a past life saboteur. Like, that's what I'm meaning. Like, whoever that acquaintance or friend or family member is that has taken great satisfaction in keeping two people apart, they were definitely a toxic karmic person in a past life because they've managed to do this over some long period of time, years, I would say. It's time to take back control of your life. This person's freeing themselves and you're the horse, which is a matter of weeks away now, if not before. Very interesting. They're just flashing up to me too. I was once at an inner child. Well, it wasn't inner child actually. It was place to be. It was a because I was a child counselor as well. Like that was my placement, and I went on one of the training. I went on loads of training things about that, and I loved it. And one of them, we were doing like a. You had all the. It was like toys, right? And like I remember putting a horse in a fence or something, and you had to act something else out in your own life. And it's really like I'm getting deja vu. It's hard to explain what I mean, but it was quite funny. Like it was like this. It was like, freeing yourself from where you feel trapped. And that's what I feel this masculine is doing. And Freak Me Baby, I'm not singing that, but another level's just came on. I'm singing it in my head. Do you say stop? Let me play with you. Okay, I'm singing it, but it's like I won't. You can sing it yourself. Cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you. This person wants to get freaky with you, but they're coming with the love too. Commitment. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. Oh, that's funny the way I channeled that. Right, so that is a dirty song, isn't it? It shouldn't have been allowed on the radio when we were little nippers. Imagine, Charlotte, we must have been kicking about fucking singing that. We wouldn't have been very old. I can't remember what time I was at. What time? I can't remember what age I would have been. Oh my God, what the hell? No wonder there's a pain in my stomach. It's 9 o'clock and I've no fucking eaten. And I normally stop eating at fucking 4:30 or 5, right? I'm still making my steak baguette after this. Um I had it last night. It was Hello Fresh. It was nice. Actually, I left the baguette in the oven a bit long. It was a bit like, when it's like this is going to break my teeth. But it was nice. Perfect. Oh my God. Perfect match. Of course you fucking are. That's why this person fucking done. Oh my God. I can't even deal with this. Please God, if you're this twin flame couple, all the people, because it'll be more than two people, and you get together and you have a happy story after this bullshit, please fucking email me and come and do an interview or something. I'm not going to forget this one in a hurry. You complete each other in the most harmonious way. So guess what the jealous fuckers done? Tried to make you think that wasn't the case. But this person can see that now. And they're coming back for a rendezvous, baby. A, this person is definitely taking you away somewhere. A private getaway for two is calling you. Or that's the recommendation for both people. I want to get freaky with you. This is hilarious. Look, because that's still on and they're naked. Healing connection. Your romance will transform your life. Healing sex. That's what this is. And that's what true twin flames are. When you've both healed, I might add. I mean, it'll still be good, but it's proper healing when you've both. It's next level, and they're like, "Yeah, we said what we said. It's healing." Rekindle. An old flame. Oh my God! An old flame returns. Hilarious. Yeah, an old flame is returning. An old flame's returning, bringing all the fun from the past, but in new energy because Neptune stays in the sign for 14 years, give or take, the bits that pops back in and out of the things. And Neptune in Pisces, good fucking bye, caused the biggest amount of shite in my life. But I have to say, it also, if you think about it, the way I have, well, my business is 11 years. I can't believe that this year. But like the way I've developed over a soul and my mediumship in particular, my shamanism and really all of the bits and bobs, my astrology, like I'm grateful for all of that because Pisces is all of that, your spiritual development, but the rest of it can fuck right off. I believe I came into this life knowing I was going to go through the 7 years of hell and add the rest on that I've went through. Being quite frankly fucking lonely in love when I don't deserve to be. And I hope that Neptune in Aries is a very different, passionate, healthy, different story. And I wouldn't mind if that happens, but I'm particular about who that is. An old flame returns, rekindle. He used to always have his shirt off around me too. Perfect match, yes. That's quite funny. It's true though. You complete each other in the most harmonious way. An old flame returns. It's quite nice that it's ended a bit jolly there. I think we'll just end it there. That is the new earth energy. I normally say, what is the new earth energy? I'll end it. I'll tell you what, let's do one of these. Let's pull a romantical Pisces cup. How much have we got in the battery? We've got, oh my God, we've got 4%. Sorry, you missed. Sorry, I missed what you were saying just then when you said my name. Oh, I can't remember now, Charlotte. Anyway, I think I was just saying if you watched from the start, I don't know, I can't remember. Right, it's going to cut me off. If it cuts me off, it is what it is. But what have we got? A romantical one. Blow us away with what this says. So I'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock lunchtime, UK time. Check where it's quite early in the morning for a lot of yous. Um, I'll just be here, I don't know, an hour, a couple hours, just talking about, the last time the moon will be connected to Neptune and Pisces. And then I'm going to go in the membership, probably about 3. Don't quote me on the times, probably about 3 roughly. And till probably about 4. And then, yeah, I don't want to come on here any later than 4, to be honest, because I'll be coming back to do Aries till about 6 UK time. God, how long have we been on here? God, I must have been on here a good 3 hours or something. I don't know. I'm not paying attention. I know why they've made me talk this long because Love Island's starting. It means I can rewind the adverts, fast forward, whatever it is. Is it rewind or fast forward? I always get mixed up with that. No, fast forward because yeah, duh, fucking hell. Sorry, I don't even like doing that duh thing either. But that was a bit. I really had to think there. Um, They didn't disappoint when I said wowers. Let the feminine, there's 39 again. 39 was a very important energy. I want you back, and Syncs just came on. How does that go again? Back. Can't remember how that goes. Bye, bye, bye was earlier though. I want you back. I don't know how it goes, but I want you back. Right of time. Right. Let the feminine lead the way. The feminine is the energetic leader. I think I feel the feminine has led the way for a very long time. And I feel you've led this person out of the dark. You've led this person out of being veiled. You've led this person to see the truth of who they are and who some of the toxic people around them are. And now they're coming to lead the way as a masculine. The feminine principle in you, whether a man or a woman, is the way forward in your life now. She's the principle of feeling and surrender. She feels the intelligence of divine guiding light in a way that the masculine principle cannot at this time. Relevant to this. You may not see where you're going, therefore, but you can feel the way forward. Trust her. Let your mind go and let your senses lead you, becoming more inquisitive and communicative. Be led by your heart. Don't worry if you don't know all the details yet or how it's going to work out. She knows the way. Let her lead you. That means two things. If you're the masculine, male or female, oh my God, 2%. See, things are like, it's like quick, because it's going to cut off and there's not a lot of time. This is a masculine. I need to get to them. I need to tell them the truth. I need to tell them how I feel. Like she knows the way, let her lead you. That's let your divine feminine lead you, but it's also your feelings because you're the masculine. Your feminine energy is your inner energy, how you feel privately. That is your feminine out there, whoever your divine feminine is. So my one's got a wild inner feminine, if I'm his, and there's no fucking ifs, buts, or maybes. I'm definitely my one's. This oracle brings confirmation to you that what you have been feeling or sensing, even without any logical, physical evidence, is worth following up on it. And I'm saying it like that because there's not a lot of Twinflame people out here, it's 1% is going to cut me off, that can say that. The amount of folk that have fucking claimed it and it's not the case and they're fucking slink off and it's someone else, that won't be me. That won't ever be me, regardless of what happens. I know who mine is, and he knows who the fuck I am too. Trust your intuition over your intellect. You're letting the feminine wisdom guide you, and she will steer you in the best direction. And quickly, my coming out is the freedom to fully be who I am and the surrender to the divine essence expressing through and around me. My coming out is a marriage of twin souls with my life partner in gratitude, in love unfolding as more than we could ever be on our own. Oh my God. This is an important message for all twin flames. Share it. Boom. It's going to cut me off. Is the marriage of twin souls with my life partner in gratitude and love unfolding as more than we could ever be on our own. And that's why people kept you apart. Boom. Brought the. See you tomorrow.